the greatest show. I'm your host, Dusty Smith. Thank you for joining me. Got started a little late tonight. Had a little technical difficulties, but we're working it the fuck out. Hell yeah! As always, got an amazing fucking show for you guys, like I do. New opening tune. I'm calling that song, They Comin'. Still working on it. It's a work in progress. Only like a minute long so far, but how the fuck's everybody doing? Holy shit, you picked a good night to tune into the greatest show. I sure fucking appreciate it. Sorry I'm a little late. What the fuck are you gonna do? But like I said, gonna be a good one. We're gonna talk about, you're not supposed to see this. These are my private notes. Look away. Gonna talk about, Silly Ray Cyrus is back tonight. Hell yeah, celebrate holiday. Gonna talk about, Ivana Trump, not Ivanka, her mama, Ivana, dead. Turned up dead. Was she killed? Maybe. Gonna talk about that a little bit. Elon Musk is a new uncle brother again for the second time. His daddy impregnating his stepsister, you know, like rich people do. Totally normal, folks. And Ricky Martin looking to do 50 years in prison. What you doing, Ricky Martin? Oh, no, you don't. Go talk about Destiny making jokes about raping 10-year-old girls. Yeah, super cool, Destiny. Keep up the good work over there. But first, open your hymnals to page 1, motherfuckers, because it's time for a little bit of religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bully motherfucking bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit, everybody. It's time for religious bullshit. Hell yeah, it is. And first, though, on tonight's religious bullshit, hate preachers. Is there any other type? I think they're pretty much all hate preachers. I think it's kind of redundant to say hate preachers. But, hey, this hate preacher wants you guys to know, you ladies out there better be obeying your men's. You're trying to have your own thoughts, your own mind. Oh, no, you don't, missy. Better bow down, because God said so.
You know, when it comes to wives, it's the Bible says that they're supposed to, therefore as the church is subject unto Christ, the Bible says. It says, let the wives be unto their husbands in everything. If I came home and my wife had a whole meal on the table and I said, I want pancakes. And she's like, oh man, but I've already made hamburgers. And I'm just like, I have to have pancakes right now. Look, she should make pancakes.
Or she should leave your dumb ass. Why would anybody be married to you? I guarantee you this guy can't fuck. No fucking from this guy. So, you heard it, ladies. I don't care if you slaved away all fucking day making me a meal. If I say pancakes, you better jump to it. Don't you know that you're the property of the men's? Can't believe you want your own sovereignty, women. Fucking heresy and Kit Christmas with this tight-ass shirt. I can't talk. My fucking button's still popping out of this shirt. But anyway, Kit Christmas on the same bullshit. Kit Christmas is always on. Man, they don't ever fucking change their tune. Biden been president for 2 years now. But folks, even though he promised you Trump was going to win the presidency, he didn't lie. He not a false prophet, because Trump is the president in heaven.
The problem with so many Christians is they don't understand prophecy. I had people email me and say, you are a false prophet because you prophesied that Donald Trump would be voted back in.
You did that.
I did, and he was.
He was not. That is false.
Now, if you really want to deal with this, how about the fact that you stole it from them and you put somebody else in there illegally? But in the eyes of God in the court of heaven today, the president of the United States is Donald J. Trump.
So let me get this straight. God's president is Donald J. Trump, but somehow us humans stole the presidency from the all-powerful God. I'm just saying, he's starting to sound like he's not particularly all-powerful. Kent Christmas, and also he the president in the courtroom of God, the judiciary. What'd you say?
God in the court of heaven today.
Court of heaven? What the fuck? Well, God needs a better fucking lawyer. I know that for goddamn sure. He needs to protest the elections Need to send down his A-team. What the fuck is OJ's Large up to? I know what else motherfuckers is dead, right? Send him down. And then next up, they still on this same trip. Even though we know the Georgia Guidestones were blown up, even though there's, footage of the guy running up there, laying the bomb, running away, explosion. Hell no. Who you gonna believe? Conservatives or your own eyes? It was clearly God who blew it up with a laser or lightning or something. Don't worry about it. Just believe, heathens.
I'm sure a lot of you are now aware, the other day the Georgia Guidestones were destroyed in some kind of a blast. One of the tablets with the commandments on them smashed to pieces, and the rest of the Guidestones were deemed a safety hazard and demolished by the state with a backhoe.
You're a backhoe.
Well, now police and the media are claiming that the Guidestones were destroyed in a bombing.
And me too. I'm claiming that.
There's video of the Guidestones being destroyed, and the most likely explanation isn't a bomb, but instead a lightning strike.
That's right, folks. The most likely explanation is not the guy who ran up there and planted the bomb to run away and then seeing the explosion. Nope. It was a lightning strike.
There's a street light immediately next to the Guidestones, and at the exact moment that they are destroyed, the light brightens immensely, just like you'd expect if there was an electrical surge.
Or if you went over and smacked it.
So the most likely case isn't a bombing, which so far authorities have released no evidence of,
and made the light go bright for a second.
But instead, the most likely explanation is lightning. Which would also make perfect sense because it's entirely appropriate for God to personally destroy the Georgia Guidestone.
You heard it there, folks. God was sitting around heaven, and he was like, what the fuck am I gonna do today? Should I kill that rapist that I'm watching right now, rape that little kid? Nah. I just get her to have an abortion later in another state. Should I save those dying kids over there who were starving to death? Boring. Hey, what about those Georgia Guidestones that have been sitting there for over 40 years? Why don't I lightning strike it? Hell yeah. This is the important shit that an all-powerful God should do. And then he did it, folks. And then we all watched it. And if you don't believe that guy, and I don't know how you couldn't, because he clearly owned the ball, then you could believe this lady, Lauren Winsk, super genius. I was going to let you guys know.
Georgia Guidestones was an example of that, and thank God they're gone. I think it was lightning.
Could have done. Like, that's the
I
thing.
think it was lightning. I don't believe the videos they put out. There was no timestamp on them. It was like super low. It was sketchy. I think they're doing a mass cover-up to hide that God said, and shot a laser or a lightning bolt down. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's my story, folks. God focusing on the important shit. Just totally ignore the guy running up there putting the bomb on it. See him running there? You see it. Look, you can literally see it. See him running up there, right? He's got a bomb in his hand, right? There's nothing right here. You see it. He drops it right here. You see it. He runs up there, drops it. Boom, right there. There it is. That's the bomb. He did it. He dropped the fucking bomb. We saw it, but nope, don't believe your own eyes, motherfuckers. Believe what conservatives tell you. You don't want to burn in hell for eternity, do you? Because that sounds bad to me. Like, I think I would pass on that one. And then, folks, prepare to be so happy. Guess who's back? Silly Ray Cyrus, my favorite human being on the goddamn planet. And holy shit, this is one for the Silly Ray Cyrus book right here, folks. Perhaps the finest Silly Ray Cyrus clip I have ever played for you guys. Now, for those of you who don't know who Silly Ray Cyrus is, no, this is not Billy Ray Cyrus. This is his, I don't want to say anything ableist. This is his really stupid doppelganger, Silly Ray Cyrus. And he is a prophet of God. And what he does is he channels the message of God while he plays his guitar and he sings. Because, this is just the way that an all-powerful God communicates. Like, it could be in the message that's in her head. It could come on TV. But no, this guy gets a guitar solo from God. And let's have a look, folks. This is amazing.
So why is it so important to speak God's word over the situation?
Because you make a lot of money?
Because it's coming from the place of no sin. It's coming from the place he sees you to be. Remember Jeremiah 29:11?
Nope.
I know the plans I have for you. plans to prosper you and give you a future. He's in your future, and he sees you there.
Is he watching me masturbate?
You're somewhere in the future.
I'm
and
sure.
you look much better than you look right now.
I look much better than I look right now?
You've heard it, right?
I did hear it. Say it again, brother.
Somewhere in the future, and you look much better than you look right now. You're
And you look much better than you look right now. Somewhere in the future, and you look much better than you look right now. Somewhere in the future, and you look much better than you do right now.
I'm somewhere
in the future, and I look much better than I look right now.
So somewhere in the future. God damn it, my audio.
In the future, and I look
Much better than I did right now. Somewhere, future,
much better
than I do right now. Woo, definitely not a cult, motherfuckers. This is not stupid at all. Yeah, I hear that sound, unfortunately. It sounds terrible. You cannot play the guitar very well, Silly Ray.
It's the sound of the future.
It's the sound of the future in the year 2000.
It's the sound of the future.
It's the future, motherfuckers.
It's the sound of the future.
The future sounds like shit.
It's the sound of the future.
Wanna cancel my subscription to the future. So there you have it, folks. We're somewhere in the future right now, and we look way better. Way better than we do right now, which is impossible. How the fuck am I gonna look any better than the future? I mean, I guess it makes sense with how amazing I'm aging. But I mean, I already look like fucking God. Imagine what kind of God I'm gonna look like in the future. Can't wait. Thank you, Silly Ray. Now I'm excited about tomorrow with my sexy ass. And then, folks, last up on religious bullshit. Yeah, that guy makes more money than I do. That guy makes more money than you do, probably. That's what a shit world this is. Man, I wish I didn't have a conscience or any morals. I'd own this place. And then this one's terrible. They asked the question on, I don't know, looks like Facebook or some kind of Christian group. Question is, how do we deal with atheists in America? Ignore us or combat what we're saying with logical ideas and we'll change our mind, or just pray for us and shut the fuck up? No, this is how they responded. I say kill them all and let them see for themselves that there is a God. Isn't that against God's rules, though? Wouldn't you be punished for that? Then they say, to all atheists, die and go to hell. Yeah, it's hilarious. Eternal torture. Nothing funnier from Christians. If I could, I'd shoot all of you in the head with the 12 gauge. Well, that would be terrible. That would just explode our little heads. That's not very nice. Chris says, I guess he means think, which he cannot do. We should hang the leader of that group on the cross. The leader of the atheists? What the fuck are you talking? Is it me? Am I the leader of the atheists? No thanks. On the cross, with nails through their hands and feet, place a crown of thorns upon their head, ram a spear through their side, all after being whipped and beaten publicly, just so they can endure what Christ did, so they understand the sacrifice behind what that cross symbolized. I mean, Jesus came back after 3 days, right? He had a bad weekend for my sins. I'll do that shit. Hey, send me to heaven to be worshiped as a god for eternity. And I promise you can do whatever the fuck you want to me for 3 days. It ain't no sacrifice at all. Chop my dick up. Don't care. Whatever it takes. Long as you some bitches worship me, that's easy. Shoot them. Amazing. I love Jesus. Oh, I'm great. I guess you're going to show us the love of Jesus and the cross. And if you don't, I hope someone rapes you. Okay. I guess as long as it's Jesus with his sexy long hair and his magical ass, kill them all. Let God sort them out. Guess what, atheists? What? You're terrible and evil? Shoot them. Shoot to kill. Stupid atheist. I hope God kills them all. Well, what you waiting for, motherfucker? Do it. He too busy destroying the Georgia Guidestone, so we're safe. Don't worry, folks. And all right, cool. That's my religious bullshit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read 2 quick comments before I move on to the next section from the poors. What are the poors saying? So from now on, after I get through doing each section, if you guys want me to read your comment, you say my name at Cult of Dusty, and it'll highlight you. And then I'm going to read 2 quick comments before I move on. I'm trying to find a way to do a smoother transition from section to section. So I'm working on some stuff to improve the show. So anyway, them and their Bible teachings, I know, completely fucking evil. Logic is the true atheist leader. All right, fuck logic. I'll take on some motherfucking logic with my logic. Logic can't handle my logic. It would just be a logic off. Anyway, now it's time for the next section of the show. Little something I like to call Trash World, Trash World, Dumpster Fire, Hellish Trash World, Trash World. And speaking of Trash World, I need somebody to take a guitar and record the beginning theme to Wayne's World. The part that goes, Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Wayne, just the first 30 seconds and send that to me on a guitar, please. That would be nice of you. And so first off, on Trash World, oh my God, this whole thing's fucking terrible. Get ready to be depressed. It's all fucking bad. Yeah, I am sweating like a bug. I get the air conditioner on, and I'm still sweating like a mofo. Anyway, first off on the Trash World, so I told you guys on the last show about the little girl that was raped and had to go to another state from Ohio to have an abortion because they made abortion illegal in Ohio. So why would you help a little 10-year-old girl? Make her have her rapist babies. And so they asked the National Right to Life about it, and they were like, she should just have her baby. She would have had the baby. As many women who have had babies as a result of rape, we would hope that she would understand the reason and ultimately the benefit of having the child, Bob said. Yeah, you know, the benefit of having your rapist child. Don't you want your rapist to be able to choose who carries his baby, who to mix his genes with? Yeah, amazing world we live in. But when you couldn't think this goddamn story could get any fucking worse, this week, conservatives went out there and claimed the story was not true. They claimed the child was not raped. No child was raped. They claimed that the Democrats made this story up in order to bitch about the fact that abortion was made illegal. Here's a little Benny Shapiro's rag, the Daily Wire. Ohio AG casts more doubt on the story of child rape. Victim cited by Biden in pro-abortion speech. Yep, that was all over, folks. The Wall Street Journal put out the headline, an abortion story too good to confirm, from right-wing rag Wall Street Journal. Let's read a little bit of it. This is what the Wall Street Journal had to say. All kinds of fanciful tales travel far on social media these days, but you don't expect them to get a hearing at the White House. That's nonetheless what seems to have happened Friday as President Biden signed an executive order on abortion, with Vice President Kamala Harris and Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra nearby. Mr. Biden repeated a tale making the rounds on social media in the wake of the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe versus Wade. He said a 10-year-old girl he didn't identify by name was forced to travel from Ohio to Indiana to have an abortion because Ohio now prohibits abortion after a fetal heartbeat is discovered. The girl had been raped, he said, and Ohio law now includes no abortion exceptions in cases of rapes or incest. Mr. Biden grew agitated as he spoke. 10 years old, raped, 6 weeks pregnant, already traumatized, was forced to travel to another state. Imagine being that little girl. I'm serious, imagine being that little girl. Imagine indeed. The tale is so potent post-Roe, tale of woe for those who want to make abortion a voting issue this fall. One problem, there's no evidence this girl exists. PJ Media's Megan Fox was first to point this out, and so far no one has been able to identify the girl or where she lives. A close man, and then the next thing you know, yeah, they did. They arrested the motherfucker. This happened, but it didn't stop him before he was arrested from pretending like it didn't happen. Here's Fox News.
Additional sourcing was obtained, and the single source said to the Washington Post, "Thank you for reaching out. I'm sorry, but I don't have any information to share." So just dark.
Yeah, and that's against the backdrop of their code of ethics, which also includes we use confidential sources, sole sources, as the sole basis for published information only as a last resort and under specific procedures that best serve the public's right to know. Well, that goes to what you were saying, where they have deemed that the public's right to know is folded in with their agenda. Take it from me, because my wheelhouse was criminal law as an attorney. There's no shortage of 10-year-old rape victims. There's victims.
And there's no shortage of 10-year-old rape victims you guys are going to try to force to have rapist babies, right? Talk about that.
From infants through the elderly, both genders, there is more than you can count. There are so many monsters out there. So for me, what I find so deeply offensive is that they had to make up a fake one. There's actually so many. There are countless.
She's so fucking offended, folks, that they made up a fake one, she claims. Here's the Ohio Attorney General. Conservative shithead. One of the main people going to force this 10-year-old to carry her rapist baby. Going on Fox News, pretending like it never happened.
Looking into this, a police report was filed?
Not a whisper. And we work closely with we have a decentralized law enforcement system in Ohio, but we have regular contact with prosecutors and local police and sheriffs. Not a whisper anywhere. Something maybe even more telling, Jesse, is my office runs the state crime lab. Any case like this, you're going to have a rape kit, you're going to have biological evidence, and you would be looking for DNA analysis, which we do most of the DNA analysis in Ohio. There is no case request for analysis that looks anything like this.
All these are lies.
Yeah, and if it's a family member, then it's even an easier way to find the DNA right there. You just call the father, the uncle, the grandfather, anything, and you get the guy's DNA and you lock them up. It's also a crime to hide child rape. Isn't it against the law if you have a 10-year-old girl come in? Obviously, she's not of the age of consent. They have to report that to law enforcement, and if they don't, that abortion doctor or any doctor should be prosecuted in your state, correct?
That's correct. Now, the doctor in Indiana isn't in our jurisdiction, obviously. We don't know who the originating doctor in Ohio was, if they even exist. But the bottom line is, it is a crime.
If they didn't exist, just trying to cast doubt on it, pretend like this little girl wasn't raped so they can cover up for it. Here's Tucker Carlson.
The politicians are lying about this. Can you imagine? And why did the Biden administration, speaking of lying, just repeat a story about a 10-year-old child who got pregnant and then got an abortion or was not allowed to get an abortion when it turns out the story was not true? And by the way, when a 10-year-old gets pregnant, the first question is not, how do we get rid of the kid? The first question is, where's the rapist? Where's the rapist?
They arrested him, fucko. But you know he's not going to go in there and apologize. You know he's not going to correct the record. The sad thing is, I'll be talking to my fucking stupid-ass Fox News watching uncle about this. And he'll be like, they lied about the 10-year-old girl being raped. And I was like, no, they didn't. They arrested the guy. And he'll be like, no, they didn't. They lied about it. And I'll be like, I'll show you. And he'll be like, what are you going to show me with? I don't trust any of the news media. I don't trust anything. And I'll be like, well, I'll show you on Fox News. How about that? And I'll pull up an article from Fox News showing him. And he'll look at me and be like, psh, okay, I don't care. So it's no reason to even argue with these motherfuckers. They're so far gone, so brainwashed. Here's Jim Jordan. You know, the conservative congressman who covered up child molestation when he was a gym coach. And of course, conservatives made him a fucking congressman anyway. Here he is retweeting the story and saying, another lie. Anyone surprised? Yeah, another lie from you, motherfucker. I'm not surprised that you're lying. No. Pedophile bitch. And then, of course, like I said, yep, they arrested the guy. Here he is. But here's the thing. Apparently, this guy is an illegal alien or undocumented worker. And so now suddenly conservatives are like, oh, well, yeah, he existed. He was illegal. It's Joe Biden and the border problem, even though this guy was in the country for 7 years. So, like, most of the time he was been in the country, Trump was president, didn't do anything about it. So, doesn't matter. They don't give a shit about any of that. So they asked Jim Jordan about it again. Now the guy's been arrested. Now they know this is true. Hey, now that you know this is real, Jim Jordan, are you going to force 10-year-old rape victims to have their rapist babies? Guess what his answer is.
Should they be forced to carry out this child? Should they have this option? In the state of Ohio, sir, where do you fall on that?
Well, this is a question. This is straight on the Supreme Court's decision. This is the question that the legislatures in the respective states will answer. I'm as pro-life as you can be. We want to protect the unborn children's life, but in this situation, you're talking about a 10-year-old. But that is a question for legislatures in the respective states. That's exactly what the Dobbs decision said, and that's where the people's representatives should make that decision in our state legislature.
So in other words, yes, the state legislature says a 10-year-old has to have the rape babies. So that's what I'm for. Says pedophile enabler Jim Jordan. Of course, conservatives. If there's any conservatives watching, I don't know if there is or not, but you're scum. Fuck everything about you. I don't know how you sleep at night. I don't know how you leave the house without being so embarrassed that you don't want anybody to look at you. But it's probably because you don't have a fucking soul. God damn it. So fucking angering. So they had this lady talking to the Congress yesterday who was basically trying to claim that if you're 10-year-old and you get raped and you have an abortion, it's not actually an abortion. So it doesn't count as an abortion. So she would still be able to have an abortion because 10-year-olds have abortions are not really abortions, which is not true in any way possible. Then she's going to claim here in this clip that there are extenuating circumstances that some people in her state can get an abortion if the mother's life is in jeopardy, which doesn't exist in her state. She's lying about that too. So here she is lying her ass off, and then she gets creamed when she's fact-checked right to her face.
Gentleman yields back. Mrs. Swalwell.
Thank you. Ms. Foster, you think a 10-year-old would choose to carry?
In the 10-year-old case, first of all, the Ohio...
No, my question is, would a 10-year-old choose to carry a baby?
In the Ohio case, the Ohio Attorney General said that abortion would have been
justified. Answer the question.
Focus on the question, please. Would a 10-year-old choose to carry a baby?
I cannot...
Do you think a 10-year-old should choose to carry a baby?
I believe it would probably impact her life, and so therefore it would fall under any exception and would not be an abortion.
There's no exception, and it is an abortion still.
It would not be an abortion if a 10-year-old with her parents made the decision not to have a baby that was the result of a rape?
If a 10-year-old became pregnant as a result of rape and it was threatening her life, then that's not an abortion. So it would not fall under any abortion restriction in our nation.
Ms. Warbelow, are you familiar with disinformation?
Yes, she is very.
Yes, I am.
Did you just hear some disinformation?
Yes, I heard some very significant disinformation.
Why don't you tell me about that?
Yes, an abortion is a procedure. It's a medical procedure that individuals undergo for a wide range of circumstances, including because they have been sexually assaulted, raped in the case of the 10-year-old. It doesn't matter whether or not there is a statutory exemption. It is still a medical procedure that is understood to be an abortion. Beyond that, I think it's also important to note that there is no exception for the life or the health of the mother in the Ohio law. That's why that 10-year-old had to cross state lines in order to receive an abortion.
Charge the other one with perjury. Put her in fucking jail. I don't care if she don't know she's lying or not. So tired of this goddamn bullshit. And the same people who continuously tell us, hey, the state should choose, abortion should be a state's rights, are now trying to make abortion illegal nationwide. Republican 2 weeks ago, abortion is a state issue. Republicans now introducing bills to curtail abortion rights nationwide.
The Heartbeat Protection Act in the U.S. House of Representatives. This bill would legally prohibit future abortions from being performed if a preborn child's heartbeat can be detected, with the exception for when a mother's life is endangered. It is a science-based, humanity-respecting solution suited to the new landscape in which we find ourselves.
So anytime they say, hey, I'm just for states' rights, it's total fucking bullshit. That's just their foot in the door. Next up, nationwide ban, followed by, I'm guessing, contraception. They want us to be spitting out babies. We ain't got no money for it, but who gives a shit, right? They don't give a fuck about us. And Moving on to something slightly less, oh no, it's not less depressing, it's even more depressing than that. How could it be more depressing than what I just covered? How could it be more depressing than what I just covered? Oh, it's the Uvalde cops standing in the hallway laughing and smiling as the kids are getting murdered in the classroom next to them? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, all right. Amazing, America. Yeah, okay. Yeah, folks, here they are. Here are the God men. Literally standing in the fucking hallway, not saving the killed children, smiling as gunshots are going off and 10-year-old kids are being murdered. You know what the real problem is? They're not paid enough. We need more money for law enforcement, don't we? These fucking cowardly sons of goddamn bitches. Here they are. Here's a guy pausing to get hand sanitizer. I'd hate for his hands to be fucking dirty while the kids are getting their brains blown out in the next fucking room. Here's a guy staring at his phone. And of course, he has a Punisher lock screen, right? Isn't this guy the fucking Punisher? This doughy bitch hadn't seen his dick in a decade. He's so fucking tough, standing in the hallway, letting kids get murdered in the next goddamn room. It's already fucking disturbing enough that these sons of fucking idiots, these trash humans, idolize the Punisher. Cops who are supposed to protect and serve us, idolizing a vigilante character that pretty much just runs around and willy-nilly murders any fucking body he wants to. That's already a problem. But I guarantee you, the fucking Punisher ain't goddamn sitting in the hallway checking his Facebook while kids are being murdered in the next goddamn room. This article got it exactly right. Here's a parody article from Hard Drive magazine. New Punisher comic features him standing around outside of a shooting for 40 minutes before acting. Yeah. Apparently the Punisher's a cop now. It's exactly what he would do if he was a fucking cop. Have a bag of donuts while your kid gets killed in the next fucking room. And, but no, the problem is, these guys that worship the Punisher, they need to be more toxic masculine. If they had more toxic masculinity in them, they'd have gone in there and got the bad guy, says Watermelon Head Charlie Kirk, who tweeted out, maybe a little toxic masculinity could have saved those kids who were murdered in Uvalde, Texas. The latest video from inside the school seems to prove that, no, toxic masculinity exactly what got them fucking killed. Toxic masculinity is when you think you're a big badass who worships the fucking Punisher. But instead of being actually masculine, which is about protecting those weaker than you, defending the innocent, being brave, it's pretending you're a fucking badass. It's LARPing that you're some kind of fucking superhero while your doughy bitch ass stands in the fucking hallway. Great example of toxic masculinity, Charlie goddamn Kirk. Whew, gotta calm down, getting hot, folks, getting hot. Then, folks, on the trash world, journalist Hannah Greco just got a PR email asking me to write about these new classroom safety pods. I hate everybody. Yeah, there's a future of America. Locking our kids up in little boxes to keep them safe, folks. No universal health care to make sure that we take care of the mentally infirmed in this country. No common sense gun laws to make sure 21-year-olds, 18-year-old psychopaths don't pick up an AR-15. None of that shit. Let's just fortify the schools like prisons. And this comment was dead fucking on. Are these for the police to hide in? Yep. This is for the police to hide in and masturbate to pictures of the Punisher. Make them mobile so the police can just roll these around with them and hide them wherever they go. That's what I fucking suggest. You'll sell out of them in no goddamn time. But at least the government is attacking the important issues in Florida. Florida County takes down LGBTQ anti-bullying video. Yeah, cool. Cool, of course. They want to make sure schools don't help gay kids. They want to make sure they don't end bullying. Another LGBT resource disappears in Duval schools. Duval County Public School has taken down a 12-minute anti-bullying video that taught middle and high school students how to support their gay and transgender peers. The latest in a string of vanishing LGBTQ resources in the district. Besides the video, the district is planning to dramatically reduce a LGBTQ plus support guide, and the school board will vote Monday on a policy that could require schools to notify parents if students want to use different names and pronouns in unofficial records like ID cards and yearbooks. Yep. Fuck your kids. I expect Joe Rogan to get on his goddamn podcast and tell his 11 million viewers, yeah, DeSantis, he tackling the really important shit, like making sure gay kids are bullied as fuck. But hey, you know the thing is, when you bully the gay kids in school, you're not allowed to talk about it because you can't say gay in the fucking schools. The teachers can't get on to the fucking kids, right? The third graders bullying the kid because he has a gay dad, can't even talk about it. Just let it fucking happen. Who gives a shit, right? And when you think it can't get even worse, folks, they're trying to outlaw AIDS medication because they believe if you give gay people AIDS medication, it encourages them to practice homosexuality. And they want you to get AIDS so you don't have gay sex. PrEP drugs encourage and facilitate homosexual behavior, said Jonathan Mitchell, the former Texas Solicitor General and author of the Texas abortion law, in a federal lawsuit targeting HIV antiviral medications. Never mind the fact that it's not only gay people who get it. If you get it, you probably had unprotected sex, premarital sex, or used needles or some shit. Who cares? Just die! Die, says the pro-life motherfuckers. I just don't know at what, I don't want to say this because I don't want to get in trouble, but at what point do people just riot in the streets? Don't do it, no violence, don't do that, but shit! They want to tell us, hey, just because we have a difference of opinion, we can still be friends. No, we can't. No. I don't want to be fucking friends with you goddamn motherfuckers. You conservative pieces of shit. I hate you. Because this is the kind of shit you're supporting. The bullying of gay kids. Death to people. Fuck. And that, folks, is my trash roll for today. It lived up to its name. It definitely fucking lived up to his name. Vince the Storm Chaser says the Punisher is considered an anti-hero. He is one of the characters who sometimes saves people, but often not for the right reasons. Yeah, I saw the series on Amazon with the guy from Walking Dead. It was pretty good. Kay Drew says, Dusty, the cop was actually the husband of one of the teachers who died, getting a message from the wife saying she was dying. Okay. Was that true? Still. Might want to put your fucking phone away and go save her or something, right? Why are you looking at your phone? Why are you not like if my wife was in there and I was a cop, you think I'd be standing in the fucking hallway? If my kid was in there, you think I'd be standing in the fucking hallway? You think I would be waiting on anybody else to help me? You think if the superior said, no, you can't go in yet, wait for SWAT, you think I would wait for SWAT? I'm not a hero. But fuck, I'm not sitting around letting my wife get killed when I'm on my fucking phone. But anyway, all right, well, that is my trash world. Horrible, horrible, horrible bullshit. And folks, as always, going to read all of the super chats at halftime. Please get your super chats in often and early, and please hit the like button also. Do it to it. Only half of you hit the like button, which means the rest of you should be murdered by the Punisher. So don't make me send him. I'll do it. Hit the like button, fuckos. And all right, folks. One more before halftime. Gonna do a little section I like to call What the fuck? Maybe he was, that's mean. Maybe he was sick of our bullshit. That's mean. He tried to go in. He was disarmed and removed. Who disarmed him? Somebody disarmed a cop and stopped him from going in to save his wife? How the fuck are you gonna disarm somebody going into... I dare you, my wife in a classroom about to get shot. I dare anybody try to disarm me from going to try to save her. How the fuck are you gonna let that happen? But okay, fine. I guess I'll let that one pass. Still seems fucky as shit. Anyway, first off on What the Fuck, did you guys hear about Destiny? You know, the streamer Destiny? Trash Human Destiny. So it's just so sad. Like, how you get subscribers to make money these days is you just pretend to be the biggest piece of shit you can. You're an edgy boy. You just make all the edgy jokes. And it's sad because, like, I was watching a video, and after the video ended, it skipped over to Destiny stream last night. And he had 5,000 watchers. I have less than 800. I have 767 now. So he had 6-7 times the amount I get. And this is how you get, folks. A poll says, poll for women. At what age did men start ogling you, flirting with you? And this woman says, 10 years old, 10. To which Destiny replies, you were hot at 10, any pics? And the girl says, check DMs. And then Destiny says, Jesus, I've never wanted to bend someone over the hood of their little tyke so bad. Yeah! Child rape! Hilarious! For those of you who want to know what a little tyke is, this is what a little tyke is. Yeah! Yeah! Want to bend you over, little tyke! Rape the shit out of your 10-year-old self! Super cool! Super cool! Yay! And he had 5,000 people just watching him. And when I was watching him, he had Lauren Southern on there. And Lauren Southern was talking about, hey, I just got this new channel. You guys come subscribe to my channel. I need to have more people subscribe to me. So literally going on Destiny's stream just to boost up her channel. And the only reason he has her on there, the only reason, is because she got famous spreading white supremacy talking points, the Great Replacement theory that was mentioned in multiple mass shooter manifestos. The only reason piece of trash Destiny has, I want to call her gendered slurs, but I'm not going to do that, has Lauren Southern on his show is because it's edgy. Because he knows people will shit on him for it. It's not because she's a good speaker, because she's not. It's not because she's hotter than anybody else he could get on his stream, because she's not. Literally the only reason she's on there is because she got famous spreading white supremacy. And he gets off on being an edgy little piece of shit. And unfortunately, that's what our society rewards. Because it's a fucking trash world. Of course, he deleted other tweets. And of course, what they always do, they always double down on it. It was just a joke, y'all. Me talking about raping a 10-year-old's just a joke. When something that is clearly a joke is too edgy for you, but calling a gay member of Congress a fag is actually hilarious. I mean, neither one of those things are funny. They're both sad for a 30-plus-something-year-old man to sit around and joke about because he has a bunch of dipshits who lick his asshole and worship him because he's an edgy fuck, you know? It's just pathetic. Here he is. Destiny wishes he could rape a 10-year-old. I'm a Chad, folks. I'm such a Chad. Of course, he deleted that too because he's a cowardly fucking piece of shit. But you know what? I'm talking about it, right? I'm talking about it. This is how it works, folks. And then, on the White Supremacy News Network, the other White Supremacy News Network, here's Newsmax bitching that there are too many black people on television.
Watch any TV commercials lately?
Look at this, though. See somebody step this game up, huh?
Game over.
Made for grand entrances. The all-new Tundra.
First team approach and check-in. Hi,
Hi, checking in?
Yep, it's me, Megan Thee Stallion.
You can get all sorts of things delivered from the neighborhood.
The neighborhood?
All from the people in your neighborhood. The people that you meet when you're walking down the street.
Hey, it's totally cute. I like all those commercials.
But
what happened to all the white people? Where are the white actors? Now, we are in a position that being white is now a liability in certain fields, certainly in the arts and others.
Certainly in the arts? Where are the white actors? I'm watching all these movies and I barely see any. What? They're almost always white. What the fuck are you even talking about? Good God, just not even trying to hide it, folks. Where are all the white people at? It's woke. If you have a single black person, folks, it's woke as shit. Is this parody? I wish. I mean, I guess this whole simulation we're in could be a parody. Definitely a fucking possibility. Hit the like button, everybody. And, folks, did you hear about this one? This one's hard to believe, but it's true. Here's late stage capitalism for you. Here's where everything's headed. Hey, I bet you guys can't wait till you buy your next car. And, you know, it comes with features like, seat warmers to keep your tushy warm. But even though the seat warmers are already built into the car that you paid for, that's paid off and bought, you still have to pay a monthly subscription for your seat warmers to work. That's the truth and reality in the UK right now if you buy a new BMW. BMW heated seat subscription costs $18 a month. Good Lord, y'all. This is the future, a microtransaction for everything. You want to open your car door? That'll be a microtransaction. You want to start your car? Microtransaction. Hey, you want your brakes to work on this trip? Microtransaction. Just nuttier than squirrel shit. Good God, y'all. And I was reading through this list of things they're charging for. A similar subscription plan is offered for a heating steering wheel, and it costs $10 a month or $92 annually or $161 for 3 years. Super cool. Do you want wireless Apple CarPlay? That'll be $305. One of the most unusual items found in the BMW Connect Drive store is called Iconic Sports Sounds. It essentially plays fake engine noises through the car speakers. Should you be willing to pay $138 to have the feature permanently? I actually looked this shit up. I was like, what? Why in the hell would you want fake engine noises played through your speakers? And so apparently what it is, since it's a hybrid car that's very quiet as you press the gas, it knows when you're pressing the gas. So if you have this add-on, as you press the gas, the speakers go. What even is this world at this point? I'm sure there'll be like hacking where you can hack in all this stuff and get it for, you know, without having to pay for it. But no doubt that's going to avoid your fucking warranty. So no more BMWs for me, guys. This hasn't come to America yet, but it's coming. Microtransactions for everything. Eternal customers. That's all they fucking see us at. As holy shit. I know, right? What the fuck? And folks, on what the fuck? Did you guys hear about Ricky Martin? Yeah, dude. Looking at 50 years in prison? Now, I don't know if he actually gonna get anywhere near this time, but apparently, according to this article, he addicted to nephew dick. Yeah, he had an affair with this 21-year-old nephew, and he been stalking his nephew because his nephew broke up with him. Once again, allegedly, that's just what's being reported. And so his nephew called the cops and was like, yeah, Ricky Martin living a vida loca. He trying to get that nephew dick and bad. And then apparently in the country he lives in, what is it, Spain? I don't know where the fuck it is. It's 50 years in prison for incest. So under Puerto Rican law, allegations of incest are taken very seriously. If proven guilty, the artist could be sentenced to up to 15 years in prison. I bet nephews don't count, right? Nephews are like second cousins. They don't count, right? That's Mississippi rules right there. I don't know, but good luck, Ricky. Might want to not go to family reunions to find mates. Or, if you're Elon Musk father, do go to family reunions to find mates. Yep, like father, like son. Elon Musk's dad has secret second kid with stepdaughters. So, congratulations, uncle brother Elon Musk has yet another uncle brother from his super amazing dad, apparently. He married this girl's mom when she was 4, has been her stepdad since she was 4 years old, and now has 2 kids with her. Totally normal. Can kind of see where Elon gets his fucking creep from. Just, good Lord, what is wrong with rich people? This is the, apparently, the Emerald Mines guy. Rich as shit. I guess if you're rich, you can just do anything. You can just groom your 4-year-old stepdaughter till she gets old enough and then pop a couple kids in her. Totally normal. Weird. And then, folks, speaking of what the fuck, did you guys hear about this one? So this happened last year, but I think they might have just released the footage or something, but it's gone viral again. So in the footage you're about to watch, a whole bunch of cops have this suspect tackled. Plenty of cops to have him under control. Don't even need any more. They have him dogpiled. So this lady cop comes in and says, hey, I'm just going to jump on the pile, because why not? This is scrum, right? So she jumps on, and then I guess for some reason decides to pull her gun out, and then accidentally shoots the cop next to her, and then panics, thinking the suspect has shot the cop, and so she pops the guy in the head twice and murders him too. Amazing.
Yeah. Go this side, go this side. Hold on, nigga, I can't see nothing from that side. Damn, he's strong. He is strong. He's a regular customer. Hey, that guy's family.
He was. His family was. Here she goes, pull her gun.
Oh shit, she's about to take out her strap. She's about to shoot that nigga. Oh, damn. They killed him? Yeah. They killed him. They killed him. Hey, this is bad. This is bad, bro. He not doing nothing, bro. Oh, he shot the police. He did? Yeah. Over there. We're helping.
But don't worry, folks, don't worry. They are investigating themselves still after a year. So, pretty sure they're going to find themselves guilty, just like they always do. Don't worry about it. Everything is working as intended. And alright, folks, that is my what the fuck and what the fuck. Good God, y'all. And hey, if you love my show, and you oughta, it's the greatest show in the history of mankind, please consider supporting it on Patreon, patreon.com/codcast. I don't make any money off advertising. I don't sell anything. The show is 100% user supported, so please consider chipping in $1 or $2 to help me out if you like the free content I put out for you. And I work really hard on the show. I would very much appreciate it. And now we gotta read the super chats. If you bail out while I read the super chats, come back in 5 minutes. I'll be done. But hit the like button before you go. Michael Stabo. Dusty, in your opinion, what video games have the best story? Like Horizon Zero Dawn, Red Dead 2, The Last of Us, and Mass Effect. One of my favorite ones is Thronebreaker. It's a Witcher spin-off that is a card-based game, and I love the deck builders. I'm playing a new one right now called Rogue Mage, which is also Witcher. So those are my favorites. Daniel Flores, $20. Thank you, Daniel. Very generous. In your previous show, there was a meme predicting men becoming weaker than women. I saw similar pictures in Sci-Fi magazine from the 40s and 50s, predicting that by 2000, men would be smaller and weaker than women. They never change. Yeah, like I say, it's like the hair bands. Oh my God, do look like a lady. They're on the same tip all the fucking time. They never fucking change. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, Rayman. Good to see you. Thank you for $20. That's very generous. Basset Hound, $50. Religious BS vocals sound great. Hello from Ohio. Hello, Ohio. Good to see ya. Elect better people. $20 from that guy named Mike. What's up, Mike? Mentioned you on my podcast again. Trying to help grow some Dust Bunny accounts. Come help fight the good fight, y'all. Afflict the comfortable and comfort the afflicted. Keep up the good work. Hey, cool. Thanks, Mike. Everybody go check out the guy named Mike's podcast. Appreciate it. Joe LaFaro, $2. Thank you, Joe. Jason Anderson, $19.99. Appreciate the end of the world commentary, brother. Hey, somebody got to do it. I'll be standing on the deck of the Titanic as it goes down, narrating the whole thing. And holy shit, Michael Hanratty gave me 100 pounds. I need to lose 100 pounds, but I will take yours. Ireland Colin, keep up the good work. I will. You sexy Irish motherfucker. Kenneth Copen, 5 R's. Keep up the good work. You rock. Hey, appreciate it, Kenneth Copen. Kitty, oh my God, you had me laughing right out the gate, Dusty. Oh, Shitty Ray Cyrus, Shitty Ray, I like that, needs to go take a nap. I know, right? But he killing it on the guitar, channeling Gord. Cupid Lover, Dusty Voss was showing this Uvalde footage. The guy with the phone, I think, had his wife killed, and the shooter was a teacher. Yep, they just told me that. Dusty Uvalde admitted the screams of the children and the teachers of the video. I didn't watch it because I can't stand to watching that shit. But, was that the guy with the Punisher phone? Still cringe, regardless. But yeah, you might want to not sit there while your wife's being killed. I don't know, like that's just me. Joe Biden should choose not to run a 2024 ticket and let Gavin Newsom win the Democratic nomination. Newsom knows how to take the gloves off. He won't. Joe Biden will run again, unfortunately, I bet you. Great show, Dusty. Hey, appreciate it, Joe LaFaro. Martin Beer, $20. The right can tell a lie on Fifth Avenue about a 10-year-old rape victim and not lose a vote. Now they're building hiding places for cops. Goddamn, yeah, they're never held accountable for anything. They can lie, they can cheat, they can steal, and there's still love for it because they're garbage humans. George Carlin said, imagine all the stupid people around and realize that people are stupider than that. This is sort of referencing Fox News Watcher. Yeah, as dumb as people are, 50% of people are dumber than your average person. So that's really super, super dumb. Arnest Vileka, as for new cars, what does Dusty think about mandatory speed limiters in all cars sold in the EU? I don't have no opinions on the cars sold in the EU, but I'm not for mandatory speed limiters, I don't think. I want to drive as much as I want to fucking drive. Dusty, I've been an OG sub since anti-Christian days. I'm at work at the moment, still enjoying the show. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around for the long haul. And Ben Sylvester is a Dust Buddy. If you guys want to become a Dust Buddy, you can become a Dust Buddy for $2.99 a month. Get customized emojis to spam the chat with and support the show and become one of the cool kids. So do that. Become a Dust Buddy. There's a button over here by the chat somewhere you do that. So do it. Here's to cat food. Hey, I need it. Cats need some more food, so appreciate you. And Michael Moore, namaste to you. Good to see you tonight, Michael Moore. And you ate too much. I always fucking eat. I've actually been eating really good this week. We'll talk about that in the Q&A section at the end. So, folks, I've been working on making this show more professional. And the show's already good as it is, but I want to grow the show. We only have like 817 viewers right now, which is fine, but I should be at least doing the Destiny numbers. This show's way better than what Destiny's putting out there. He was literally just playing a video game on mute and 5,000 people watching him. It don't make no goddamn sense. So I've been trying to work on making the show more professional. One of the things I want to do is I want to have more fluid transitions from segment to segment. And since I only read the super chats at halftime now, I'm going to read all the super chats at the end of the show. So get your super chats in for the end of the show. I'm going to read the rest of it at the end of the show. And I've been jumping from segment to segment without having like a period where I read anything else in between them. I thought instead of doing the normal thing where I sing the segments like I've been doing for the last 3 years, maybe that's getting old and I need to mix things up a little bit, freshen the show up a little bit, and perhaps make video titles for the different sections. And it'll help me like better segue between the stuff. And so I've been working on them. And so I made one for the Chud Watch section. It's the first one I made. I thought I would show it to you guys. I had not had a chance to actually set it all up yet and make it correct. So I'm just going to play the video for you. But here is the new Chud Watch segment video. Let's see. I got 2 versions of it. I'm going to play both of them for you, and we'll see which one you like best. All right. This is the version that sounds like it's being sung through our radio. All right, I got to move it over. Hang on. Let's start it over and turn it up. Start up, turn it up. All right, here's the new Chud Watch video theme. See what you guys think about it. All right, that's that version, and there's one with slightly different audio I'll play for you guys and see which one you like better. This one, the audio is a little less radio-esque, a little louder. Chud Watch! Sonny, what do you guys think about that? Might do that for all the sections. Mix it up a little bit. More professionalism. We'll see what happens. Gonna work on some religious bullshit with next, but... Welcome to Chud Watch, the section where we make fun of conservative zombies. And first off, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Can you get any more of a conservative zombie than MTG? So basically, she's just a full-time paid-for troll now. She spends most of her time on her podcast just bitching about the dumbest shit. Here she is mad that certain people in the military are vegetarians and would like vegetarian meals. Why would you have a problem with that? Well, let's listen.
Section 222 creates a pilot program for research and development of plant-based protein for consumption by members of the Navy. It also requires a report specifying effective criteria to increase plant-based protein options at naval facilities. So what are they going to be eating? Let's go ahead and pull up that beautiful burger. That right there, you guys. That's what the Navy gets to eat. You can't even make it up.
You can make it up. You actually are making it up because I've had plant-based burgers. They have them at Burger King. Called the Impossible Whopper, and I can't tell the difference. They taste exactly the fucking same, but also, who gives a shit? Why do you care if the military has plant-based foods for vegetarians? Why do you hate our troops, MTG?
Lab-grown fake meat is what the Navy is going to be able to eat.
Good.
They're going to be I guess they're going to be force-fed. They'll have no other choice but to eat this plant-based fake meat and bugs, probably, because I'm sure Bill Gates is creating the entire menu for the Navy.
Fear-mongering. The lab wants to kill your hamburger. They don't want you to eat meat. Just so stupid.
If it's hard enough to recruit people into the military, now they're going to be feeding them Krabby Patties.
Actually, that's exactly why they're doing that. Because it's hard to recruit people in the military, and so they have to broaden the base that they can recruit from. And a lot of the new generation are vegetarians. You fucking moron. And here she is, bitching that they're going to put EV chargers on bases. Because, I guess you're a soy boy or something if you want to drive an electric car. Gotta be a gas guzzler or you're a pussy.
Now, here's something else I want you to know that's in the NDAA. You know that Green New Deal is very powerful. You got to fit it in anywhere you can if you're a Democrat because they all serve the climate gods. Well, in Section 141, they're going to create electric vehicle charging stations on military bases.
Good. That's a great idea.
Basically at their stores,
Awesome.
here at the different stations, at the commissaries. Of course, because
Cool.
electric vehicles
Are
are
good.
the future. Those
Yes.
are your future, electric vehicles.
Uh-huh.
Democrats hate the oil industry. They
Yeah.
hate it. They don't
Okay,
want you to ever be
that's
able
not
to have
even
gas
true.
in these
Democrats don't hate the oil industry, but like I do, because it's bad for the environment and they gouge us and there's no reason for it. We could just have renewable energy. What the fuck? Why? It's like she'd be against, if they cured cancer, she'd be against that. Democrats hate cancer. They trying to cure cancer on military bases now? In my day, you got cancer and you liked it. You fucking pussies and just goddamn. But the most popular conservative congressperson, this is what you're all about, you stupid ass shits. And then, speaking of stupid ass shits, Lauren Boebert, who I hear is the illegitimate daughter of wrestler Stan Lane. Remember Sweet Stan Lane? Google that. That might be true. Anyway, this is stupid.
Democrats ignorantly say this is in the Constitution, separation of church
It
and
is.
state, and they don't know what it means.
I know what it means.
And they think that means you can't talk about God. Well,
That's not what it means. You can talk about God. You just can't legislate based off your religion. You can't use the government and your position in government to force other people to follow the doctrines of your religion, the laws based on your religion's beliefs. It's very, very simple. But go ahead.
This separation of church and state, like they believe it means. Well, then what is Ilhan doing with her hijab on? I mean, why is she able to go in there with that? I mean, why aren't they shouting that from the rooftops?
Has nothing to do with that. Just like you can go in there with a cross on, you can go in there with cross earrings on, you can carry a Bible on there. You just can't read out of the Bible and chastise everybody. Just like Elon can go in there with the Quran and say, hey, we're going to murder the infidels because of this book. You can't do that. See the difference there? Very fucking easy to understand. And she understands it already. She's just lying because that's what they do. They're garbage humans and they lie for a living. And then, folks, Ivana Trump dead. This is Trump's first wife, mother to Ivanka and Don Jr. I think maybe Eric too. Yeah, Eric too. All of them. She's responsible for the horror that they have wrecked on the nation. So anyway, you guys know me. I am not a conspiracy theorist. However, the day before, Donald Jr. and Ivanka were scheduled to be deposed by, I think, the New York Attorney General. The day before, she falls down the stairs and dies, and now they're postponing their testimony. So, like, I'm not saying that she was murdered, but we're talking about Donald Trump here. Talking about a guy who sent a mob to hang his vice president and said he deserved it. Not saying he did it, I'm just saying it's not at all past him. And apparently she worked for his company for a very long time, has intimate knowledge about it. Could have contradicted the testimony that her kids gave, so, but I'm sure she was probably attacked by an owl or something. You guys watch that show, The Staircase, based on the true story about a guy who his wife was found dead at the bottom of the stairs, and one of the fences they had was that she was attacked by an owl. So I'm sure she was attacked by an owl. Now, I am making a joke about this. It's possible that she was killed. The term Epstein was trending on Twitter. People insisting that she was killed like Jeffrey Epstein was. And I don't believe that. But the funny thing is, if this wasn't Donald Trump's wife, if it was anybody on the left's wife, the right would never shut up about it. About how she was clearly murdered. It will be on Tucker Carlson right now. But since it's Donald Trump, they're going to be like, I can't believe you guys are trying to claim she was murdered. They're all bitchy now. The right is all pissed about it. People are saying Ivana was Epstein. I don't know, but Donald Trump tried to have his VIP killed, so it's not like it's out of character. I agree with this guy, but then here's the conservatives bitching. Reverend Vinnie James. First, Democrats said Ivana had been Epstein, insinuating she was murdered. And now they're saying the wrong Trump died. This is the true face of the Democrat. Evil, heartless, vindictive, destruct. What the fuck are you talking about? You guys went to a pizza place and shot it up. You guys believe every conspiracy theory that comes down the fucking pike. Goddamn hypocrites. But like I said, I don't actually believe she was murdered. Because, one of the reasons is because Eric already testified in this deposition for the New York Attorney General, and he just pled the fifth 500 times. So probably they're just going to go in there and plead the fifth 500 times. They wouldn't have to delay that to go in there and plead the fifth 500 times. And you know, we've seen Trump go on television and say the only people that plead the fifth are guilty people. The mob pleads the fifth. But undoubtedly he'll go in there and he'll plead the fifth 500 times also. And then his worshipers will be like, I don't care. I don't care if he's a hypocrite. I don't care if he goes against exactly what he said in the most direct way. Who cares, right? He's the God. He's our God. Gotta worship him anyway. They really don't give a shit. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. What the fuck you guys think? And then, yeah, the deposition got delayed But apparently his whole Trump rally was still on. I guess they've canceled the Trump rally now. But they used the death of his ex-wife as an excuse to delay the deposition. But they were going to still have the rally the same week. But I guess he got worried that the judge might look unkindly upon that and ramp up the time they have to go back and be deposed. So he canceled the rally till next week. And prepare for your shock face, folks. I know this is going to surprise the shit out of you. Donald Trump put out a very touching note about his ex-wife that said, "I'm very saddened to inform all of those that loved her, of which there are many, that Ivana Trump has passed away at her home in New York." Very, very loving and tender comment that he followed up with a donation ask. Donate to Save America. Yeah, my ex-wife died. We're so sad. Give me money, everybody. God damn it. Classic Trump. That Trump, he's a hoot, isn't he? ABG, always be grifting. That's what they do. Yeah, she claimed that he raped her, and then later on she said that he didn't, so who knows. And then, folks, this whole Elon Musk Donald Trump feud is fucking hilarious. So they both have the same base now. The same people that love Elon Musk love Donald Trump. They love Ron DeSantis. But when it comes to egomaniacs, total raging narcissists, there can be only one, so they got to fight it out. So Donald Trump been laying down the shade at Elon Musk. Donald on True Social says, when Elon Musk came to the White House asking me for help on all of his many subsidized projects, whether it's electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, or rocket ships to nowhere, without which subsidies he'd be worthless, and telling me how he was a big Trump fan and Republican, I could have said, drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it. It's actually pretty funny. The funniest thing Trump's ever said, because he's, for once, sort of telling the truth about how Elon Musk is a welfare queen who is only where he is because of hundreds of millions of tax dollars given to him, free and clear. Most of us could be giant successes if the government just gave us hundreds of fucking millions of dollars. But Trump goes on to say, now Elon should focus on getting himself out of the Twitter mess because he could owe $44 billion for something that's perhaps worthless. Also, lots of competitors for electric cars. P.S. Why was Elon allowed to break the 15 million stock purchase barrier on Twitter without any reporting? That is a very serious breach. Have fun, Elon and Jack. Jack don't even work at Twitter anymore, Trump. But anyway, love to see them fight. Hope they kill each other. And Elon, smacking back a little bit, he's like, I don't hate the man. Let me see if I can do my Elon voice. Elon kind of talks like a robot like this. I don't hate the man, but it's time for Trump to hang up his hat and sail into the sunset. Dems should also call off the attack. Don't make it so that Trump's only way to survive is to regain the presidency. Yeah, that's right. Just let Trump get away with all his fucking crimes so he doesn't run for office again. There's a good precedent to set for the people running for office. You can do your crimes, but as long as you run again, we ain't gonna put you in jail. So much for a fucking law and order. And then Elon knows that Trump's base is basically the same thing as his fan base. They're sharing the same people. Same piece of shit. So he posted this to his Twitter. Nope, not that. He posted this to his Twitter. Hate Trump, hate Elon, far left sweating, and I am sweating. But I ain't sweating over this decision. See, this meme only works when it's a mutually exclusive choice, when you can only choose one or the other. But every goddamn body pointed out to Elon immediately, dude, we can do both. We can very easily push both of those fucking buttons, you goddamn moron. So, of course, Elon immediately deletes it, because he got mocked and ridiculed relentlessly, which he should. What a fucking moron. Yep, I'll put them both. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy there, Elon. Good God, John. And then Folks, this was Trump's campaign manager. Literally the guy that helped Trump get elected. Talking about January 6th and how Trump was trying to start a civil war. This came out in the January 6th hearing.
President Trump's former campaign manager, Brad Parscale, recognized the impact of the speech immediately. And this is what he said on January 6th in excerpts from text messages to Katrina Pearson. Mr. Parscale said, quote, "This is about Trump pushing for uncertainty in our country, a sitting president asking for civil war." And then when he said, "This week I feel guilty for helping him win," Katrina Pearson responded, "You did what you felt right at the time, and therefore it was right." Mr. Parscale added, "Yeah, but a woman is dead. And yeah, if I was Trump and I knew my rhetoric killed someone." When Ms. Pearson replied, "It wasn't the rhetoric," Mr. Parscale said, "Katrina, yes, it was." President Trump's former campaign manager, Brad Parscale, recognized the impact of the speech immediately. And this is what he said on January 6th in excerpts from text messages to Katrina Pearson. Mr. Parscale said, quote, "This is about Trump pushing for uncertainty in our country, a sitting president asking for civil war." And then when he said, "This week I feel guilty for helping him win," Katrina Pearson responded, "You did what you felt right at the time, and therefore it was right." Mr. Parscale added, "Yeah, but a woman is dead. And yeah, if I was Trump and I knew my rhetoric killed someone." When Ms. Pearson replied, "It wasn't the rhetoric."
Did I just play that twice? Sorry, I got distracted there. I turned my air conditioner up a little bit. Oh, it's not working very well. Come on, air conditioner, will be better. Asshole. All right. Anyway, yeah, folks, that was like everybody that works for Trump. They've all come out now. Said he's trying to start a civil war. He's unfit for fucking office, but it doesn't matter. They're rhinos, right? Republicans in name only. I'm not a goddamn sleep, folks, all right? Somebody told me to turn my air conditioner on. I was turning it on. I'm just trying to do what you guys tell me to do. I'm trying to listen. Fuck y'all. Dusty doing the best he can. It's just hard. And then, folks, Steve Bannon is fucked. So you guys been following the whole Steve Bannon shit? Steve Bannon was one of Trump's right-hand men. That little falling out for a while, but now they're, I want to say butt buddies. I think that's homophobic. Now they're buddies again. But he got subpoenaed by Congress to come testify. And he was like, "I'm not going to go testify, but you can't not show up to subpoenas when you're subpoenaed by Congress." So first he said, "I have executive privilege from Trump. Trump gave me executive privilege not to testify," which is not a thing because Trump is not president anymore. And then he said his excuse was, "Well, you can't charge me with the crime because my lawyer told me to break the law and not show up. And if you just do what your lawyer says, you can't be charged with the crime," which is obviously bullshit. If your lawyer tells you to go murder somebody and you go murder them, you go into fucking jail. So that wasn't a fucking defense. And so then he said, I'll testify, I'll show up." Apparently, they're claiming that Trump withdrew the executive privilege and that allowed him to testify. So he's like, please don't put me in prison. I'll come testify. But before we get there, we're going to talk about that again in a second. Secret audio was released from him. And folks, it's just amazing. They're admitting the whole thing. He admitted that Donald Trump was going to lose. He admitted that Donald Trump was going to come out and claim he won. And then he admits Donald Trump is going to make himself dictator and never have to mess with voters again and never have to go through another election. Bannon admits all of this on hidden audio recording. And here it is.
And what Trump's going to do is just declare victory, right? He's going to declare victory. But that doesn't mean he's the winner. He's just going to say he's the winner.
Before the election, day 22, Bannon said Trump...
The Democrats, more of our people vote early that count. Theirs voted mail. And so they're going to have a natural disadvantage, and Trump's going to take advantage of it. That's our strategy. He's going to declare himself a winner. So when you wake up Wednesday morning, it's going to be a firestorm. We're going to have Antifa crazy, the media crazy, the courts are crazy, and Trump's going to be sitting there mocking, tweeting shit out. You lose. I'm the winner. I'm the king. And he'll be all over. He'll be going, where's Hunter? Is Hunter on a crack pipe? I mean, no, he'll be, because then it doesn't matter. Remember, here's the thing. After then, Trump never has to go to a voter again. He's going to fire Ray, the FBI director, and fire the CEO, and say, fuck you. How about that? Because he's never going to, he's done his last election. Oh, he's going to be off the chain. He's going to be crazy. Also, if Trump is losing by 10 or 11 o'clock at night, it's going to be even crazier. Because he's going to sit right there and say they stole it.
Agree.
I'm directing the Attorney General to shut down all ballot places in all 50 states. It's going to be no. He's not going out easy. If Biden's winning, Trump is going to do some crazy shit.
I mean, how can this guy not be arrested for treason? They're literally laying it all out, laughing about it. Hey, Trump's just going to declare himself the victor and never have to go through an election again. Going to fire anybody who tries to do anything about it. And they love it. But conservatives don't give a shit. They'll still call themselves patriots, even though they're trying to destroy our democracy. And so, like I was saying, Steve Bannon's in trouble. He didn't show up for a subpoena, and his whole excuse was, I had executive privilege from Trump. But when that didn't work, he then claimed, oh, well, Trump waived his executive privilege, and so now I can testify in front of you guys. So please, let me just go and testify. I fucked up. Let me testify now. And even Trump backed him up by writing this letter, claiming that he gave Bannon executive privilege, but now he was withdrawing the executive privilege in order so Bannon can testify, because Bannon's a good friend of his. Well, here's the kicker, folks. He never gave Bannon executive privilege to begin with, say Trump's lawyers. They made the whole thing up. And then Trump wrote this letter in order to back up the lie that Bannon told in order to try to keep him out of jail. This is what shameless fucking criminals they are. Even their own lawyers are testifying against them. So needless to say, when this audio clip came out and the lawyer came out and said Bannon never actually had executive privilege, yeah, the judge rejected Steve Bannon's demand for a trial delay. And I think Monday he's going to trial, and this motherfucker is in trouble. His lawyer went in front of the judge and tried to put forth like 4 or 5 different defenses he was going to use. Like he had executive privilege, or he was listening to his counsel. And the judge basically said, no, you cannot use any of those defenses in my courtroom. And even his lawyers were like, we don't even have a defense. Yeah, you don't have a defense. You're right. There was no defense for what you did. So yeah, Steve Bannon going to jail, y'all. Mark my words. This motherfucker gonna get locked up. And speaking of people that should be locked up, folks, you're about this one. So the January 6th committee told the Secret Service to save their texts from January and 5th and January 6th, you know, the time during the insurrection where they tried to overthrow our government. And the Secret Service deleted the text messages, folks. These fucking criminals. What are they hiding? What are they covering up for? Of course, they claimed it was an accident, but yeah, we just happened to delete the text you asked for from January 5th to January 6th, but oopsies. We're not trying to hide anything. We just did it on accident. Fuck this. All these motherfuckers need to be in prison. Anybody who was in charge that day, who was supposed to say these text messages, lock all these motherfuckers up. Put them in the same cell with Bannon. And then, folks, at least they're putting a few of these people who try to overthrow our government, install Trump as a dictator, in prison. And conservatives are mad and bitching about it because one of them is a 69-year-old grandmother. This chud-ass Clay Travis. says Joe Biden's Justice Department is sending a 69-year-old grandma with breast cancer to prison for 60 days for trespassing and entering the Capitol on January 6th. Shameful. Good. Fuck her. Law and order, right?
The Dublin federal prison.
Uh-huh. You only got 60 days. Grandma.
You're here.
Scared to death.
Good. You should be.
I'm frightened, but I know God's with me. I just gotta take it 5 minutes at a time, one day at a time.
Uh-huh.
Mom, what do you have to say to the American people as your last words before
I'm a
you go
traitor. I
in?
deserve this.
Just keep your faith that no matter what's going on in your life, God's with us, no matter what's happening to us.
Crazy.
It's gonna be okay in our lives. You just lean on God and trust.
Do what's right.
Do what's right, and help make this country better again.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the country better again by overthrowing democracy and installing a dictator. Don't we feel so sorry for her, folks? Oh, here's Granny. Yeah, Happy New Year. On my way to Washington, January 6th. Yeah. Oh, poor Grandma. And see if I can find the other footage of her from the actual day. The fuck is it? Nope. Where the fuck is it? God damn it. Now it was at the top when I was looking at it earlier. Now it's gone. Anyway, she was literally out there encouraging everybody to go in the building. Oh, well, whatever. Only got 60 days anyway. Mama's gonna be fine. She should have got a lot more fucking time than that, in my opinion. Fail. I can't find. Oh, here it is. Is this it? No. That's not it. Whatever. And then, folks, my fucking fat gut just popped my button again. God damn it, I've been eating so good this week, too. Been eating so good this week. I mean good as in healthy. Been eating healthy this week. Microphone cut out. God damn it. Having problems all of a sudden on my goddamn show. What you gonna fucking do? All right. And moving on, folks. So you guys know who Ray Epps is. So Ray Epps was at the Capitol on January 6th, but he didn't actually go inside the building. He was filmed the night before, encouraging people to go inside the building. But he was there that day, and apparently, according to him, he saw them attack the cops and he tried to stop them. But he himself did not go inside the building. And they had him on video outside of the Capitol. And as soon as he heard on the news that they were looking for him, he immediately, the very same day, called the FBI to turn himself in. And they talked to him. He talked to him for many hours. And they decided, since he called them immediately, he didn't actually go into the building, they weren't going to charge him with a crime like they did other people that go into the building. So, of course, immediately, he became the scapegoat for the right, and they claimed he was a member of the FBI. He was clearly there to instigate violence and to, I guess, force Trump supporters to go inside and overthrow the government. The government was behind it, and he's proof of it. He's an FBI agent. He's a glowy. That's what they call them. They call them glowies or glow-inwards. It's what they call FBI agents that try to infiltrate groups and stuff. And so this whole article in the New York Times is about how this completely rocked his life overnight. Even though he's a Trump supporter, even though he is a far right-wing conservative, he was immediately an enemy to all MAGA people. Everywhere he goes, he was called a Fed and shit upon, and his life was destroyed because of it. Even Donald Trump got up and talked about the fact that he was obviously an FBI plant, but he's not. Has nothing to do with the FBI. In fact, he's suing a lot of the people that claimed he was in the FBI. But of course, the truth doesn't matter to these people. They can't take responsibility for anything. So it couldn't have been Trump that did it. Trump could have instigated it. It could have been Trump supporters. So it had to be somebody else to blame. It was the FBI. It was Antifa. It was anybody but them. So they destroyed his life over it. Now, I don't feel sorry for him because he is a giant fucking piece of shit. But it just goes to show you the lengths they'll go not to take responsibility for anything. And while you're looking to sue people,
Are you aware of the agent provocateur aspect of January 6th?
Same word.
I don't exactly know what the reality is, but what people are insinuating is that there was federal agents that were involved in instigating the violence, instigating the entering into the Capitol, and that there's this one guy in specific that they've got him isolated on video. They've shown him over and over again. He's faced no legal consequences. They know this guy's name. They know exactly who he is. All these other guys are in jail. All these other guys who got into the Capitol, I mean, so many of them are facing like these massive federal charges and 4 years plus in jail. This one guy is like, we have to go in there. We have to take back. We have to get inside there. And people start calling him a Fed in one of these videos. And I think he like takes off and runs away. But this is what it seems like. It seems like, and this is something that governments have done forever.
Joe Rogan on the largest podcast in the world out there spreading right-wing narratives, misinformation to cover for Trump and for the traitors who try to overthrow our government, because of course he is. This is what he fucking is. I hope Ray Epps sues the fuck out of him. He won't, but I hope he does. And then, folks, more booger-eating Nick Fuentes. Once again, these right-wing shitheads telling you exactly what they want to do. Now, look, I understand that booger-eating Nick Fuentes is a troll. I understand he's like, sort of like, well, he's good friends with Destiny. And this is how they make money. By saying whatever they have to say to be edgy and ridiculous and get people to talk about it, which I'm doing on part of the problem, but... So I understand a lot of this is fucking trolling. But at the same time, when you're dealing with these toxic trolls and this toxic troll culture, yes, they're joking about some of this, but they're also saying the things they want to do as jokes and as trolling. And they will actually do the things they're saying, because just saying it is not enough for them. The goal is to be the biggest piece of shit you can possibly be. And just trolling with words is not enough. If they get the chance, they will actually implement this stuff. They will actually do it. And keep in mind, this is a person who is hanging out with the most popular Republican congresswoman in the world. And he's saying stuff like this in public.
We have got to talk about the fundamentals of our worldview and what it would look like to build a society based on our distinct worldview, which is different from the left, different from a godless, atheist, constructivist, liberal worldview. And what does that look like? Does that look like a society where you have gay marriage and birth control and contraceptives and legal, ubiquitous internet pornography and all the rest, but transgender kids aren't playing in girls' water polo? No, that's not what it looks like. It looks like a society where women don't have the right to vote. And it looks like a society where boys and girls get married as teenagers and start having kids, and they don't use birth control, and they don't use contraceptives, and they have big families and a high birth rate. And it looks like women wearing veils at church. And it looks like women not being in the workforce. And it looks like mothers raising their kids. And it looks like pornography being banned. And homosexuality and transsexuality, as well as heterosexual sodomy, as well as fornication and adultery, being shamed by the society, and maybe in some places, in some jurisdictions, regulated by the law. It's not enough to say we're against trannies. You got to be against women's rights too. It's not enough to be against blue-haired feminism. You got to be against women getting educated. Okay? Or else, what are we really trying to achieve here? 1999? 1999 sucked too. We want to go back to 1099. We want to go back to the Middle Ages. So we're burning your gay pride flag. We're burning your gay pride float. And then we're going to drag your bitch wife out of her house, kicking and screaming. And then we're going to burn her at the stake too for being a witch.
Yep. If they get the chance, they'll actually do it, folks. Yes, I know it's a troll. But they will fucking do it. They will do as much of this as they possibly can. And like I said, they're hanging out with the congressman. He's making tons of money. He's on fucking Destiny's podcast. becoming more popular, recruiting people. While Destiny busy making jokes about raping 10 years old, every one of you Destiny fans, like, why? Why are you supporting this? Are you really that low of a human that you would support this? Because when you watch Destiny, you're supporting Nick Fuentes. Sorry, you are. You absolutely are. You're supporting Lauren Southern. Yes, you are. And speaking of more of these fucking cretins, here's popular white nationalist Dalton Clodfelter telling you exactly what he's going to do.
We win no matter what. You lose. We win in the end thanks to our King of all kings, Jesus Christ. He returns, and you will be judged, and you will be sent to hell to burn for all eternity. And that is the truth. And that is the truth. If you don't understand that, you're missing the big point.
Bring it.
I am a Christian nationalist. Some people say, oh, I don't want to cram Christianity, Joe Kent, down people's throats. I do. I want to make sure that everyone believes in what I believe in. Everyone needs to believe in Christianity.
Yep, they're telling you, folks. Directly to your face. Here's more of it.
I'm a proponent of bullying. I think if you're a loser, you should be bullied, and hopefully you fix yourself.
Somebody keep that in mind. Anybody that knows this guy, keep in mind what he's saying right now. I wish this motherfucker lived next door to me.
You should be bullied and lose weight. If you're dumb, you should be bullied and you should educate yourself more. If you're trans, you should be bullied and not be trans anymore. It's not a hard concept to follow. Of course, everyone reacts differently, so I'm not saying just bully everybody. But as a general rule of thumb, I think bullying is good, for the most part. Harassment's not good, but bullying can be. Start bullying. Start bullying again.
Wonder where this guy lives.
And make sodomy and homosexual relations and being trans illegal. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. I'm loving it. This is where we need to go, right?
Where we need to go, folks. Bully everybody till they kill themselves. There's no hate like Christian love. And then he's going to go on video and complain that people call him racist. But before I show you that video, here's him doing his review of the new movie, The Woman King, which has a primarily black cast.
We have a weapon.
A black woman.
They are not prepared for.
A black woman. A negress. A negress. They have a negress. Ready to go. Ready to launch.
So cool.
You guys better watch out. She's coming for you.
Expect to see this guy be Destiny's new best friend any day now.
She's not taking prisoners. She's gonna kill you and rape you and do despicable acts. Ooga booga.
To conquer us.
The Europeans wish to conquer us. Okay, so the Europeans are carving up Africa as they did beautifully. Beautifully. Round of applause for our European brothers, our European ancestors. Good shit, fellas.
So anyway, just racist. So here he is going to whine and complain that people call him racist.
They always take this stuff out of context, though. You know, everybody who hates you, the right just gets taken out of context all the time. Everything that we say gets taken out of context. They say white nationalist. White nationalist. I don't believe in a white nation. I don't believe in an all-white ethno-state. I believe in a white majority. But whatever. I'm not even going to sit here and defend that. I'm not even going to say it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time because they're going to sit here and say you're a racist no matter what. Well, guess what? I am a racist.
I know. We just saw you.
I am racist.
I already know.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
just kidding,
I really
folks.
am. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
I probably shouldn't have done that. But they're going to clip that.
So hilarious. It's so hilarious to claim you're a racist. Peak comedy. He's going to be on the next Dave Chappelle special. And one more, folks. Two more, folks. Former General of our Armed Forces, Michael Flynn, who undoubtedly has a cell phone in his pocket, which is tracking him everywhere. Gonna scare you guys not to get vaccinated.
how do you think they're going to surveil you under the skin?
They're not. They just got your
Right?
phone.
I mean, God help us, anybody that gets a vaccine for their children, God help you.
You buy your phones for
So,
children.
I could go on and on. This is the most consequential moment in U.S. history that we are in right now.
He's right about that. Donald Trump gets back in office. Bannon, one of his right-hand men, just told you, never has to have another election again. It's going to be over, and they love it. They love the thought of Trump as dictator. And one more, folks. As Florida is struggling to find teachers who are willing to teach in the draconian school system set up by Joe Rogan's favorite candidate, Ron DeSantis. He's back at it, attacking math books for being too woke, folks. And they believe wokeness is racism. They believe that if you teach CRT, critical race theory, which they don't teach, but they believe you teach that in school, that's racism. So literally, they believe math is racist in these textbooks. They're the one claiming this.
We recently had these reviews that the Department of Education was doing in Florida, and these math books, they were doing woke math. And I'm just thinking to myself, like
which
2
ones?
plus 2 equals 4, right? It's not 2 plus 2 equals, well, how do you feel about that? Is that an injustice? No, we got to teach the kids to get the right answer.
No example. Doesn't mention what the books are. None of it. Just fear-mongering, made-up nonsense bullshit. And people like Joe Rogan gonna stump for him all day long. Because it's a fucking trash world. And that is my Chud Watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Read 2 quick comments to make the segues to the next section more fluid. Section fluidity. Let's see what you guys have to say. Any cool comments? More protection for the right. It's always protection for the rights. Always. They are fucking scared of progress. Yep, that's why they're conservatives. They want to conserve. Like Nick Fuentes said, they want to go back to the Middle Ages. Not just progress, regress. That's the ultimate goal. Our society has progressed way too much for them. I don't want to read that one because that's violent. He can only say it's woke math because he doesn't know shit about math. I know, right? What's a Pythagorean theorem? He don't know. And all right, folks. Next up, I have a little thing I like to call Beyond Parody. My favorite section because it's always wacky and wild on Beyond Parody. And folks, I thought this video was gone forever. So, when I was debating Xander Hall on about Shoe on Head, of course, she didn't come on and talk to me herself because she's too scared to do that. But after I basically destroyed him in the debate, she talked to him and she basically told him that she didn't know who I was and I was just some old crazy guy. And she has no idea why I hate her. But somebody sent me the video that she made about me in 2016 that she deleted. I've been wanting to comment and show this video forever, but I thought it was lost for all time. I thought I would never find it. Somebody sent me to it, and holy shit, this thing is beyond parody if you haven't seen it yet, folks. I forgot what a cunt she is. And this video is straight up hilarious by how wrong history proved her to be. Talking about hindsight. Watch this shit.
Hello and welcome to Shoe Off Head. Thanks to Milo Yiannopoulos sharing my Dear LGBT People. The numbers here exploded overnight. So
first off, she gives a shout out and thank you to Milo Yiannopoulos. You know, racist, sexist, transphobic, pedophile enabler Milo Yiannopoulos, who works for Marjorie Taylor Greene, the most far-right congressperson. Yeah, she opens the video giving a shout out, thanking him for the incredible amount of subscribers he sent to her. Just Chef kiss beautiful way to start the video. Then she's going to follow it up by calling me old, because that's their whole argument here, that I'm old and irrelevant, not to listen to me.
Exploded overnight. So when this drama happened between an old atheist YouTuber and the entire genre of anti-feminism on YouTube, Skeptic and I were on vacation, so we never really got a chance to respond to it. There's this popular meme where all the people who talk about like anti-
She says meme! It's 2016 and she can't even pronounce the word meme, folks. Holy God.
feminist topics are just doing it for money because it's popular, blah blah blah. And they all seem very stuck in the old days of YouTube where debating Christians was like relevant and fun, and it's not relevant or fun anymore. I'm pretty sure you guys beat them to death. And the Bible is like thousands of years old and it never changes. Social justice is a new, changing, growing monster. There's something different every day. It's fun to debate about these topics. It's new, it's refreshing, it's exciting. So yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing? Dusty Smith here.
Hello, Dusty.
Suddenly, the alt-right seems to have taken over the skeptic community. You look at a lot of the big channels, Sargon.
So I'm gonna stop this real quick. The way she edited this in her video, she purposely is taking the nuance and the context out of what I'm talking about. I wasn't accusing the people I'm talking about of actually considering themselves being alt-right, or their fan base is considering themselves alt-right. If you actually watch the video that I made, it's called How the Alt-Right Took Over the Skeptic Community. It was about how these people in the skeptic community who run these big accounts are sharing these alt-right memes and narratives and talking points. Even if they know that's what they're doing or not, that's what they're doing. And maybe inadvertently they're helping the alt-right, but they are helping the alt-right, and their fan bases and their content is being full of these alt-right narratives. That's what I was saying. But she kind of edited it to make it look like I was literally saying that they consider themselves alt-right and their fan base considers themselves alt-right. That's not what I was saying, but it doesn't even matter. Because history has proved me so right and her so wrong on this. Watch it.
It's new, it's refreshing, it's exciting. So yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing? Dusty Smith here.
Hello, Dusty.
Suddenly, the alt-right seems to have taken over the skeptic community. You look at a lot of the big channels, Sargon.
I can't. Every time I hear this, I laugh. Every time. Not only is every person you listed there left-leaning or liberal, a lot of them actually get into fights with the alt-right often, like Sargon, he's always fighting with them. TJ's always making fun of them. Sargon even started posting a bunch of black gay porn to the alt-right, and because of that, now Sargon's tweets don't even show up in my timeline, so hope it was worth it.
Yeah, folks, isn't Sargon such a lefty? Good God. Talking about history proving you wrong, Sargon literally ran for a far-right party, lost miserably. One of the most right-wing people in all of YouTube, Sargon. And TJ has already gone public and said everything I said was right and I was ahead of the curve. I saw something no one else did. So, wrong again.
Dusty, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. This is the most embarrassing and see-through shit ever. Back when the authoritarian right had the upper hand, you got popular by bashing Christians and making debunk videos, and that's cool. So did skeptics, so did a lot of people, and that was the hot topic back in the day. But then when the power shift, you attempted to jump on the bandwagon and pretend to care, but everyone can see through the whole pretending to care thing, and it didn't work, and now you're mad. And that's okay. I know I'm not coming on your show. You're not leeching off of me, sorry. Bye.
And no, I'm not coming on your show. You're not leeching off me. Hey, she got me, folks. That was 6 years ago. I guess time has proven how little I cared and how I was just faking. Well, it didn't. It proved me 100% right. Oh, okay, cool. Wow. Holy shit. That did not age well, Shu. That fucking did not age well. But sweet vindication. Hell yeah. And speaking on Shu on head vibes, this chick from OAN reminds me of a conservative Shu. Here she is giddily cheering that Dr. Fauci got the COVID.
What a glorious day it is. Have you heard the news? Double vaxxed, double boosted, flip-flop Fauci reportedly has COVID. After all the vaccines, all of his carefully calculated risk assessments, the nation's best doctor has COVID. I wouldn't put it past him to add veterinarian to his title now so he can start getting access to some ivermectin. But in all seriousness, there's a 99% recovery rate from COVID, so unfortunately we are going to see Fauci back on his feet in no time, doing mainstream media interviews, spewing the same copy-paste script we've heard from all of his bureaucrat buddies. I got COVID even though I was triple vax and up to date.
It's like these people are trying on purpose to be as unlikable as they possibly can be. It's like she went to the Christian Walker School of Content Creation. But I mean, I guess they get rewarded for acting like this. It's just, look how horrible they are. I love it. That's how conservatives must think. But they're beyond parody. And then, folks, I'm beyond parody. I know, folks, I know. You were super worried about it. That maybe Mike Pillow wasn't correct. Maybe he was wrong about Trump getting reinstated. But fear not, everybody. He has the evidence. I know you've never heard this before. Brand new. First time you've ever heard him say this.
I got news this morning that there was very big, everybody, pieces of evidence, cyber evidence. From the 2020 election that we didn't even know before that now we have.
They have it, folks. They have it now.
I'm just like so excited.
Giddy. He has it.
Validated.
It's validated.
Multiple sources.
Multiple.
And we also found from another source. Different cyber guy.
Totally different cyber guy.
He found.
He found it.
More evidence from the Mesa data, which we have right up here in Frank's speech. So all you horrible journalists out there that are watching tonight,
that's right.
Get on it. You might want to take a look there.
I want to take a look.
And look at what I'm talking about. And get your cyber guys ready.
Get them ready.
There's more to come. And,
hell yeah, we got it, folks. Finally. Woohoo. God damn it, Mike. Finally came through for us. Love you, Mike. Keep it up. Definitely. Real this time. It's all real, folks. And folks, I don't know if this is a cameo or not. I guess it might be. This is the reason I'm not on Cameo. Because I refuse to make stupid fucking videos like this. I refuse to sell myself out like this. But, beyond parody, here's Kevin Sorbo giving some kind of weird advertisement for a cell phone game.
Hey guys, Kevin Sorbo here, and I'm filming a movie in beautiful Israel right now, but I got some really cool stuff to pass on to you. You need to check out the hot new mobile game, Cookie Bonanza 2. It's a cookie-based puzzle game and a farming simulator from the makers of Pretzel Casino. Cookie Bonanza 2. Blasting up dough goblins.
Blast the dough goblins!
Teasing them with your frosting cannon.
Tease them with frosting cannon.
Real-world money. How cool is that?
That's so cool!
How much fun is that going to be?
So
you better
fun!
Do it, okay?
You better do it! You better! You all better do it right now! And then minutes after filming this ad, Kevin Sorbo was accidentally run over by an IDF Humvee. In his memory, syrup tokens will be 30% off in the 2 Cookie Bonanza 2 store? What? Oh my god, no, Kevin! Jerkules!
Hey guys, Kevin Sorbo here, and I'm filming a movie in beautiful...
We hardly knew ye. Damn it. Unfortunately, that's not true, folks. And then, Linwood, folks, wants you to know that all those new pictures that just came out from the new space telescope, fake! It's all fake! Linwood, former presidential lawyer. Wow, I bet old Walt 33 Degrees CIA Disney is rolling over in his ice grave that Disney did not receive an image credit for the above illusion. That's right, folks. NASA is lying for some reason about these space pictures. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe it's because the Earth is flat. I don't even know what the fuck's in Linwood's head, but you know, conspiracy, definitely. It's definitely a conspiracy. And one more on Beyond Parada. Oh, folks. So this is an elected official. I don't know what her name is. Don't matter. She's getting laughed at this meeting. And she's so incensed that she's getting laughed at. But there is a very good reason she's getting laughed at. Because she's demanding that they teach both sides of anti-racism. What is the other side of anti-racism? I wonder.
Why I authored this is just to make sure that both sides are always being taught to the students.
Oh my God. But it specifically says anti-racism is not allowed. So racism.
So to go back to the anti-racism, when we're talking about anti-racism, I know when you look up the definition of it, it says, when you oppose racism.
That's the definition. Go ahead.
Folks, we really want to have an open discussion, but there is no way to have an open discussion with all the chitter chatter and the laughing.
That's right. Why can't we have an open discussion about teaching the other side of anti-racism, huh? What is funny about that?
We're trying to talk. I heard what everybody said earlier about the lack of communication. I totally agree with everybody. We can do a much better job communicating.
Why will you guys let me communicate my racism?
It isn't funny. We're brand new.
It's pretty funny.
It's like drinking from a fire hose. We are trying our best.
I'm trying my best to teach the other side of anti-racism. There's nothing funny about this. I mean, she's sort of right. There's nothing funny about the other side of anti-racism. Holy God! Beyond parody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me read a couple of the messages you guys sent. Let's see. It's getting hard to the difference between conservative media and dementia. I know. And parody. Very hard to tell the difference between this and parody for sure. Let's just casually have a racism class. What could possibly go wrong? I know, right? Let's teach the other side of the Holocaust. I mean, I know people think Hitler was a bad guy, but what did Eva Braun think? Let's hear from Hitler's mom. All sides, am I right? And now, folks, gotta do some heroes, cause I need a hero. Yeah, I do. Need all kinds of them. And first up on the heroes, shout out to all the teens out there who were dunking on the recruiters messaging them. It should be illegal for recruiters to message you on your social media. Fuck that. But I love to see the fact that these kids ain't taking no guff from the recruiters. This recruiter says, hey, this is Bougie, like the song Bad and Bougie. Fuck off, pig. With the Marines, just reaching out at the moment to see if you have any interest in joining the military or if you have questions about it. To which he says, I'm not going to lie to you, Nikki. I'd rather burn to death. That's fair. It is fair. I'd also rather burn to death. This guy's like, good morning, this is the United States Army. Join the Army. To which they said, nah, I'd rather keep selling drugs. And then the guy said, okay, druggie. Yeah, I'd rather sell drugs too than join the military. And then, hello, who is this? This is Sergeant Balls with the U.S. Marines. How are you this evening, Sergeant Balls? LOL. Yep. And then I'm a recruiter with the Navy. Sorry, I smoke crack. I do not intend to stop either. Yep. Smoke all the crack. Just do not join the military. Well, they will get your crack killed. And then on the heroes, you guys see this one? Now, this is a hero, but also this is sort of a sad story. So, this guy's awesome, the way he handled this, the way he calmed down the kid. He was paddling along his kayak, and there's like this kid. He's wearing a life jacket, but he's out in the middle of the water by himself, and he's freaking out. Because apparently his daddy was on a sailboat, and his daddy, I guess, tossed him over the side or something and told him to swim to shore and then left him out there. I don't know, folks, but the guy saved him.
Need some help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you help me with my dad?
Well, your dad's back there, but I'm gonna bring you in the shore, okay? I know. Just calm down. Just calm down.
I get to my dad.
Calm down. Just hold my hand.
My dad.
All right. So, nope, you can't pull right now. Just hold on a second.
I need to get to my dad.
Okay, but I'm gonna bring you over to land, okay? All right. So I'm just trying to do this, okay? Can you hold on? Keep holding on like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. How old are you?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
Yeah, he's freezing and scared.
Like 101? 102?
I'm young, but I grow up fast.
Yeah, you know, kids do grow up fast. Because I have a kid. You want to know how old my son is? He is 6. Good job.
Hi. Do you have any talent? Why don't you want to call 911? Are you scared?
We got 2 people drowned here in that same spot last year. We're going to get you all fixed.
He's afraid for him to call 911 because he don't want to get his dad in trouble. Don't want to get in trouble himself. Definitely the CPS needs to take a look at that situation. But that guy was a hero for saving the kid and handled it very nice. Kept the kid calm. So good on you, hero. And did you guys see this one? Doorbell camera captures the moment this lady went up and saved this family and her kids because apparently they didn't realize their house was on fire.
This garage is on fire.
Doorbell camera footage captured the moment a stranger alerted a family that their home was on fire. John Ellis and Brittany Downing were unaware that their garage was engulfed in flames.
I'm so sorry. Your garage is on fire.
The kids were sleeping. Me and her were actually laying down in bed watching Stranger Things. My fiance, she looked at me like, "What's that smell?" And that's when the door knocked. It was just like simultaneously.
Within seconds.
So because we smelled that and somebody knocked, we instantly kind of knew it was like, okay, panic mode. Something's going on because somebody's beating down the door.
I really thought that it was a really surreal sight because when I got there, I was really surprised that no one was outside yet. And so my first thought was like, what the heck? And then I like kind of panicked and ran out of my car. I didn't really even think that much. I more so just like jumped into action. I yelled at my roommate to call 911. Go, get over there. Go.
So, hero shit! Saw it from a mile away and jumped into action. Good on you, lady. And then to finish it up, I got 2 clips from superhero John Fetterman. I don't know if you guys have been watching this, but John Fetterman has been fucking owning Dr. Mehmet Oz. Or Mehmet Oz, not Mehmet. I'm thinking of the friendly atheist. Mehmet Oz! Anyway, first off, John Fetterman trolling the shit out of Dr. Oz by sending Suki, you know, the girl from Jersey Shore, who lives in Jersey, and so does Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz does not live, and I think it's Pennsylvania. He's just staying with his mother-in-law so that he could try to win a congressional seat there, but he's actually from Jersey. So they hired Snooki, who I'm assuming doesn't know what the fuck is going on here, to shoot this cameo where she trolls the shit out of Dr. Oz and lets him know that, don't worry, I know you miss Jersey, but you're going to be back soon.
Hey, Maymet, this is Nicole Snooki, and I'm from Jersey Shore. I don't know if you've seen of it before, but I'm a hot mess on a reality show, basically, and I enjoy life. But I heard that you moved from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to look for a new job, and personally, I don't know why anyone would want to leave Jersey, because it's like the best place ever, and we're all hot messes. But I want to say best of luck to you. I know you're away from home and you're in a new place, but Jersey will not forget you. I just want to let you know I will not forget you. And don't worry, because you'll be back home in Jersey soon. This is only temporary. So good luck. You got this, and Jersey loves you. Mwah.
Yeah, you'll be back momentarily. I call her Suki. Snooki! Whatever the fuck her name is. I think I'm thinking of Suki Stackhouse. You guys know who Suki Stackhouse is? From the vampire show? Snooki! I never watched that show anyway. Jersey Shore, that's kind of a trash show. But anyway, very funny troll from hero John Fetterman. And then one more from John Fetterman. And like, I actually think after looking at this, John Fetterman's gonna beat Dr. Oz handily. So Dr. Oz put out this tweet. South Philly is ready for a dose of reality. Biden's record-breaking inflation is making it harder for businesses like both Pat's and Geno's to stay afloat. A world without cheesesteaks, that's just crazy. So it's going to these local popular businesses and pretending like he's actually a local when he's fucking not at all. But keep in mind, he only got 937 likes for this post, and the dude has 3.8 million followers. He can't even break 1,000 likes when he has 3 million followers. That's how shitty his congressional candidacy is going. And then Fetterman retweets him and says, ah yes, the trip to Pat's and Gino's, a rite of passage for every tourist. Oh, Burr just pointing out that he doesn't actually live there. He's just pretending he's one of them in order to win. And Fetterman got 129,000, almost 130,000 likes for owning Oz compared to his less than 1,000. So, gotta call it. I know this is not scientific, but Fetterman looks like he has this race in the back of his pocket. As long as he doesn't have a heart attack and dies, he needs to take care of his health. But go, Fetterman! Love that guy. He's doing a great job. And that's my hero section. And folks, we're into overtime. And who loves overtime? You love overtime. So reward me. Get your super chats in. Gonna read them at the end of the show. But now, gonna do a little thing I like to call, bitch, you're caring too much. Ding. Can't wait till I make the video intro for that one. That's gonna be good. And first off, on the Karen Cavalcade tonight, road rage. Why do people do it? Why you let other people's bad driving ruin your fucking day? Just go about your business. You'll live longer. So this is a short one. This motherfucker gonna run up to this woman and threaten her life. And then when she mentions the cops, he starts stuttering and turning into Porky Pig. That's all, folks.
The next time you do that with my kids in the car, I will find where you live and cut your throat. Do you understand me?
Yeah, the cops do too, bitch.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to say about that. Yeah, you just threatened somebody on camera. That's not very smart, dickhead. Shut your face and walk away. About the only thing you can do at that point. And then, folks, would you open the door for this, Karen? So, in case you don't notice, I'm going to point out one thing to you while you're watching this video. Watch the background and see if you can spot the cat. But would you open the door for this crazy neighbor, Karen?
Open your door.
Hell no. You crazy.
What do you want? I want to talk to the grown-up who lives here. Why? What happened? Answer the door.
Hell no. You nuts.
What happened? Answer the door.
Nope.
No, I don't even know who you are. I'm your neighbor. Is something wrong? Well, can you tell me what it is? Open You seem the door. pretty angry.
Don't open the door.
I really don't want to open the door, unless you calm down. Open the door. I'm sorry. Who are you? Can you just tell me if something went wrong or Yes. something happened? I'm not aware. There is something wrong. Made you angry. Who are you? Well, can you tell me what? You're the mother of this house? I'm the mother of this house. Great. Well, we've never met, so let's meet.
Hell no. I don't want to meet.
If your cat doesn't stop pissing and eating and biting all of the things at my house when I don't own a cat and you do, I'm going to get the police involved because I am fed up. My son is very allergic to cats. Your cat will not stay out of my yard, my house, my garage. He gets into my house. Keep your cat. It's your cat. I've already met your husband about it.
I was like, nope.
It's your cat. Yes, you do, and you don't keep any of them inside. Keep your cat inside. Your orange cat.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. What orange cat?
If you would open the door, I can show you.
Hell no, I ain't open the door for you, crazy lady.
Your cat doesn't want to come to my house either. But you know what? That's fine. We can go ahead and get the police involved. That's totally fine.
Over a cat? Let's call the manager. Cops are the manager for these crazy Karens. So hilarious. That cat was in the background and opened the fuck out. She's like, what cat? I don't have no cat. Never seen an orange cat before in my whole fucking life. Right there. And all right. That's pretty funny. And then, folks, this was not so funny. You ever stood outside your house while black? Don't recommend it.
What did you just say? What are you right now sitting out here doing?
I'm minding my own business. What are you doing?
I don't think you are minding your own business.
Okay, what do you think I'm doing?
I'm not really sure, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, you figure it out. I'm probably where I live.
Yeah, I live here too.
Okay, so I'm probably at my house where I live. Got it.
So weird.
You feel good? Did you do what you needed to do?
What the fuck are you doing right now?
I'm standing outside my house. You're standing outside of my house.
Why are you standing outside of your house?
None of your fucking business.
I don't think that's any of your concern, what I'm doing.
Well, you're doing something.
Why don't you go back to your house, and I'll be at my house.
Oh my God. White people, come on now.
Idiot.
You walked over from your house, standing in front of me at my house,
Yeah, I
trying
did.
to tell me I'm an idiot?
Absolutely, I did.
Okay, good job.
So what are you doing?
I think I'm doing none of your fucking business.
Maybe she's hitting on him. I don't know. Maybe she wants the black dick. I don't know. But thinking racism. Think she wants the D?
That's where she came from.
I was kind of thinking that. She want that BBC. She didn't get it. Better luck next time, Karen. And one more on the Karens. And holy shit, man, this is an amazing Karen clip, folks. And it gets even better. Wait to the end. Talking about a surprise finish. So let me set up. First off, this lady clearly drunk as fuck. The people are pulled in front of her, and her car is parked at the drive-thru window, and she has plenty of room to drive around them. You know, sometimes your food ain't ready, they tell you to pull up a little bit so they can bring it out to you, and then you have plenty of room. You can just drive around them like this person's doing. Well, she gets out of her car and claims that she doesn't feel like she has enough room to feel safe enough to drive around them, and if they don't move, she's going to ram them.
Around my car, I'm gonna hand you. I will hand you because you're not letting me out. That's unsafe. So you're not letting me out. I feel unsafe. I will ram your car. So you can either, one, move the out of the way, or I'm gonna feel unsafe and I'm gonna ram your car.
Right now, you're being the aggressor.
Ma'am, I'm letting you
need to
know.
stop harassing our
I
customer.
feel not.
Hey,
I feel do
go
not.
back in your
I don't
car.
feel it. I don't. I don't
can
feel
go around.
safe.
Don't harass them. They're not
I
doing
don't feel
anything to
safe
you.
to go around.
They're parked for a reason.
I'm letting
If I
you
get
know.
I'm calling the cops.
Have you been
Good.
drinking?
She's all f***ed up.
No, I have not.
You certainly sound like you're high
So
or
I'm
drunk.
letting you know.
I'm calling the cops.
Good.
Don't harass them.
Call the cops.
They're not doing anything
I
to
don't
you. You
feel
can go around.
safe.
Why? Because
and
you're
I'm
all
not
drugged
going.
out.
I'm not
You're
going
drugged out.
around.
Leave them alone.
I'm
They're
not
not doing
going
anything to you.
around.
I parked them for a
I'm
reason.
letting you know
Okay?
that I don't feel safe to go around.
Get out my
That is
Stop.
my-
Stop it right now.
Touch me. You touch me, bitch, because I will not floor with you.
You had her just touched
Hey,
you had her finger right here. What are you expecting? No. Oh, this is great.
I got your license number. I work at DMV. You're gonna get in a
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
You
you
think
are.
I
You
am?
put your hands on
Go
that
for
lady.
it.
I do want
Go
that.
for it.
Are you
Go
sick or something?
for
Is
it.
something wrong with
One
you?
thing, I'm sober, which is great.
I hope so.
They come And they're blocking my way out of here. You told them I could not get out of here without them going. Because this is going to be amazing.
This is going to be amazing.
Yes. Amazing.
Fucking amazing. Watch how much room she has to get around.
She looks like she's like in her mid-30s. I'm sorry?
I got a whole bunch of it on film.
She's thin. Can you get the license plate?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't look like she has substance. No. She has
So look!
There's no front plate.
Just plenty of room! Just literally pull around them! But then...
Oh!
What the fuck? What'd you hit the guy behind you for? He didn't do shit!
Oh, hit and run! Hit and run!
He just mind his own business! He didn't have to do with it! God damn it, Karen! You know, he was just sitting there watching it way back thinking, I'm gonna stay out of this shit. I'm gonna let them do their business and get their food and go on. He gets escort ran for nothing! Damn it! Crazy ass shit. And that's my carriage for this week. That was a good one. And one more section, folks. We're gonna end this. We're already 20 minutes into overtime, and I only got two on the section I like to call Slow News Week with Dusty Smith. Yeah! And first off on Slow News Week with Dusty Smith, yeah. Folks, I love these kind of thought-provoking posts. Make you think about things in a different way than you never have before. Janelle Como says, if Thanos snapped and killed 50% of all life, that means that the survivors would have lost 50% of their gut biomes in an instant and spent the next few months power blasting their bathrooms with diarrhea. And this essay, I love that. I love thinking about things in a way you wouldn't normally think about them. I bet like if you snapped half the life in the universe into extinction immediately, that would cause a cascading effect somehow that would kill the other half. I bet there's some reasons that you can't really do that. Stupid Marvel! Better get your science together. And one more. What is this one? Oh yeah, folks, prepare your shock face for the final story I'm going to share. Remember back in 2020 where some crazy Biden supporter, and it was also a Black Lives Matter supporter, and they love anarchy, because of course every Biden supporter is a Black Lives Matter supporter that loves anarchy, spray painted Biden 2020 BLM anarchy on this person's house. Evil vandalism, and yeah, they did it themselves. Of course they did. It appears the Trump supporter who woke up in 2020 to graffiti on both Biden 2020 and Antarctica symbol, in fact, vandalized his own home. Let's do the shock face in 3, 2, 1, shock face. Did you do it? That was fun. And that's my show, folks. Another amazing program brought to you by Dusty Smith. And let's read the super chats. Stick around for the Q&A at the end. If you got questions for me, ask me the questions. Type my name at Cult of Dusty. Ask me a question. I'm going to answer all your questions. Not all of them, just some of them. And Urban Moss, $20 catching the end of your show. Me and my lady gonna watch while we eat dinner. Sushi. Apparently, appreciate you, Dusty. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for $20. Very generous. Say hello to your lady for me. Black Owl, $10. Black Owl, did you attack Ivana Trump? If you want more videos, we got you, Dusty. I'm sure there are a lot of people who have videos you think might be lost. Also, don't give TJ too much credit. He's still an ass. They all are. All right, fuck them all. Thank you, Black. Justin Joseph, Dr. Oz represents North Jersey values. Cliffside Park, where he lives, is deep blue. Signed, a born-bred North Jersey. He has like a $20 million mansion. Another rich asshole trying to buy a seat. Clear Singularity, $20. Very generous. Thank you, Clear. If you build it, they will come. You're definitely on your way. I'm glad you're sticking to it. Hell yeah. I'm going to do this until I die, which would be like in 2 weeks. Lizzie Bennett, loving the top-tier trolling by Fetterman. He's awesome. Let's hope other leftists are taking notes. Yep, he's definitely writing the playbook they should follow. Jason Ashby, Jercules can lick my frosting cannon. Just smurf that guy, I know, right? He's hilarious. Corey, like $5. Thank you, Corey. Verum Terra, I'm going to give you a raise on Patreon. Hell yeah, woo! Hero, Verum Terra. Hello from Chicago. Hello, 1111 Joe Punk. Good to see you. From the Windy City. Parker Guar. I still don't understand how these folks lay their head and go to sleep at night. I still feel bad for some of the ignorant stuff I've said in the past. Yeah, I think about the shit I do in the past all the time and cringe, and I try not to think about it too much because I don't want to feel bad. Life is too short to dwell on shit that's going to make you feel awful about yourself. Ian Hinge, $2. Guess you can't curse in chats. Nope, you can't. Okay, Sean Head can take her shoe and delicately place it where the sun don't shine. I'm old too. Yeah, her and Chris Raygun. That's what they were telling their audience. Don't listen to Dusty, he's old. Yeah, I'm old and sexy like a fucking vampire. $5 from Thomas Walker. Bravo to you, sir. Ron Death Sentence. Yep. Ron Death Sentence. Artists. Appreciate it. Keep it lover. I think Trump has gotten away with everything since he was a child. He acts like a toddler. I know, right? Not even a intelligent toddler. Like a really stupid toddler. Lonnie retracted her statements. I probably don't get that money. Selenia, 1999. Hope this gets through. My internet is sucking balls tonight. Love you. Hey, love you, Selenia. Good to see you tonight. James Madden, $2. Thank you, James. Gary Stillman, $20. Very generous. Chud Watch one sucked. Use the second one. They were both Chud Watch ones. What are you talking about? They were literally both the same thing, except for the audio was different slightly. But okay, I use the second one. Scully Bones, Dusty, love the streams, but me and my roommate have been talking about making transition cards for you because they are so fun. Want to get in touch? We're animators and VFX artists. Can you do something as good as the one I did? Because to be honest with you, Chud Watch, talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Can you do this good? Because this is pretty good, to be honest with you. I'm pretty good at this. But like, it's not like I appreciate the help. Like, if you could do it this good, but like I'm very picky. I want like real professional. But like, if you guys can do it, I definitely will take you up on your offer. But then I don't want you to do something and not use it and then have you be mad at me. I'd feel bad. So, you know, but I do appreciate it. Devious Devil, $5. Appreciate Devious. Parker Guire, you know, I still have all the show loading screens, main screens, etc. I made years ago. I can relink you. All right, you can send it to me, but like, I'm going to do like video ones, like high quality video ones. Like, high production values. That's kind of what I want to go for. But I thank you, Parker. Oh, welcome to Dust Buddies, Elizabeth. You're one of the heroes now. Appreciate you. Namaste, Michael Moore. All right, I think I read them all. Did I get them all? I hope I did, folks. Christopher Warnick, $15. Woohoo! Thank you, Christopher. Elizabeth, heart to you, $1.99. What kind of sellout will say anything for a few bucks? I have no idea. You guys know I made a commercial one time? You guys want to see my commercial that I made? If you guys never seen this, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. I am such a fucking sellout. I don't know if I'll even be able to find this. But we'll see. See if I can find my sellout commercial. We're only 30 minutes in overtime. Let's see if I can find it. I don't see it. That's not it. What's this? Oh fuck! All right, I'll have to find it and I'll find it and show it to you on a future show. It's somewhere out there. I did a Butterfinger commercial. It's out there somewhere. I'll find it and show it to you in the next show. Anyway, sellout Dusty. Stupid me. What you gonna do? What's going on here? All right. And overtime. Hell yeah, overtime. We about done here, folks. Gonna. Microphone fucking up again. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess I need to put the new cord in. I bought a new cord for it. So, all right, folks, if you love my show and you ought to, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. There's a link in the description of this video. I would very much appreciate it. you guys would rock to help me out. It's somewhere. You know how Patreon works. You go put your credit card information there, donate $1 or $2 a month, whatever you can afford, and help me out, support the show. Love you guys. Thank you in advance for helping me. And all right, let me read a couple of these comments before I go, since I promised I would, and then I didn't do it all. Call to Dusty. Have you heard of futarchy? It's a hypothetical political system where prediction markets are used to determine the best policies. Sure, I know all about that word that I pronounced perfectly on the first try. You are far from stupid. I have my moments. Cult of Dusty, everyone tonight really rocked. It was a good show. I do admit that. What happened to Billy Idol's favorite Dusty section? Yeah, I guess I should bring that back. I just thought I wasn't nailing it enough. I don't know. I want to be better. I want to be better than I am. I'm good. I mean, it is the greatest show in the history of mankind, but I always want to strive to be better, so. Kitty party, no kitty party tonight. We're already way into overtime, and I don't feel like messing with it, so, sorry. No hate if you don't use it. I get it. Much love. Okay, appreciate it, Parker Guire. That's what I like to hear. Are there more crazy people in the world now, or we're just getting better at media coverage? I think it's just better at media coverage, just cameras everywhere, and we're on the internet now, so we have access to it all immediately. Dusty, I already read that. Thoughts on Hunter Avalon nowadays? Better than he was. Still nothing of interest to me, though. Why don't you use the term? Why don't you use them, Cult of Dusty? Why don't I use what? How did you make the Chud Watch graphic? I bought a template from Video Hive, and then I edited it in After Effects. I think dude thought the anarchy saying Mesotiva, probably. Trying to frame the left. Read Streamlabs. I have Streamlabs, but I don't use it. I use OBS instead. What kind of car do you drive, and do you fix it your damn self? I drive a 1996 BMW Z3 Roadster, and I don't fix it myself. I don't even get the oil changed. It's 26 years old. Once it breaks down, I'm going to leave it in a ditch and buy me something else cheap because I don't give a fuck about cars. How did you get so awesome? I got it from my mama. All right. Anything else pop up at the end? Real quick. Scroll, motherfucker. You ain't scrolling. Are we headed towards techno aristocracy? Sure. There's a subject I know a lot about. Can you feature your dogs on the show? Man, I've told you guys this before. I bought a camera specifically go to film the dogs, and I never do it. I'm so lazy. Do you like lava? Love it. Rub it on my ball sack every night. Dusty, what do you think of race realism and human biodiversity? I think race is a social construct and mostly bullshit. There are more differences between black folks in Africa than there are just average, like, black and white folks a lot of times. You can't really determine the difference between people, especially on a biological level, by just looking at them. You should go on Dylan Burns' Hippie Dippy podcast. You would own some chuds. Nobody invites me on the show, folks. No one does. I still haven't heard back from the Surf. Lance from the Surf messaged me and said, hey, I want you on my show. I was like, let's do it now. And never heard, like, no one, unless they want me on to, like, make fun of me or be mean to me. No one invites me on their show. I am, for whatever reason, because of the shoe and head thing I just showed you. It's literally because of the negative videos made about me in 2016. I'm still radioactive and not invited anywhere. So there's nothing to do about it. Like, all I can do is focus on my own show and try to build it up. And that's what I'm doing. What cats are next to you? Got Half Stash and Pretty Boy. Half Stash and Pretty Boy. My two boys are next to me. Pretty Boy been real loving lately. He been all over the daddy. Yeah, gay. Dusty, all right, I already read that. All right, cool, folks. Please hit the like button before you go. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell. Do all of the things. You know how this works. This isn't your first fucking rodeo. I'll be back Monday. It's only 3 days away. So you motherfuckers have a good weekend. That's an order. I'll be very mad if you don't. I love the shit out of you guys. And as always, till next time, logic, everyone. Fuck yes! Good night, y'all. Let's play a little Gonna Find Out, an original song by Dusty Smith to play us out. Good night, everybody.